Always
and wait for that little delay for the stream to catch up, but for the most part, yay! Chronicles of the Coast. I know everybody has been waiting all week for us to be here. So many people right now have logged off of Critical Role to watch us because we're so awesome. In fact, I'm looking on my tablet right now. They just lost half of all of their viewers. It's amazing. It's amazing. Thank you all so much for the support.
Why are you trying to cause us beef?
Don't you know the best way to get attention? You get beef.
No.
Catch some critical.
All publicity is good publicity.
Yeah, all publicity is good publicity. They'll be like, hey, those are those guys that trash talk Critical Role. Yeah. What a bunch of weirdos.
Hey, they're cool.
Did you see that guy's ears?
What a bunch of hosers.
Bunch of posers.
Like his ears.
Last week, hi Lisa, someone on my Facebook feed. Last week on our Dungeons and Dragons game, we had delved further into the dungeon of the Mad Mage, a place called Undermountain. It is underneath a mountain. That mountain specifically being called Mount Waterdeep. So for our Dungeons and Dragons game tonight, we're going further into this place. They had met some were-rats, like a werewolf, but rat form. They're sketchy and skittish, and they may have burned one to death. One, so far. And they also found out that a horrible thing that has been plaguing them for a while, called the Intellect Devourers, are still running amok in places as deep as this. And so you guys are on a search, actually. You have kind of a little bit of a mission to go and find a bachelor party that had gone awry. 4 nobles had descended through the portal, the yawning portal, into the depths of Undermountain, accompanied by 4 mercenary bodyguards as a sort of final night of freedom. But it has been 2 days, I think I said, maybe 3, before they have returned. They were supposed to be back that night, but they've been gone. So the bride-to-be had beseeched thee to find them. If you find them alive, you get her dowry. If you come back with proof of their death, she'll give you half. So that's kind of the main thing going on right now. Other than that, you stumbled across a very drunk, very disoriented half-elf mage who is just trying to make his way. And sometimes you gotta give it all you got.
Even if it's a whole hand.
I really don't know how the rest of that song goes. But he's on his way to Skullport. So, I'm gonna cue over to my players. There they are. And I'm gonna start with this guy right here, Mr. Grim Timbers. And he's gonna tell us who he is.
I play Grim Timbers, rock gnome divination wizard. Most anyone who actually watches this probably knows that by now, but I guess there's probably some people watching that maybe don't know that. Short, little gray-skinned dude, pointy ears, wears a coat similar to the one that I'm wearing right now, and he's a spellcaster, 5th level wizard.
Sunday, huh? Rick, I play Sunday Plenty. 2nd level fighter, 3rd level rogue, which is assassin. Sneaking around these hallways, we come across this stinking alcoholic half-elf named Orion, correct?
Coming from your ass range.
Still, we kind of sort of haven't had so much action going on. It's like a break for Sunday. Not getting killed. Or maimed, yes. Still stinking and looking like a zombie. But I got that covered up. So, let's see. Last week, found this guy in the pit. Talked to some kobolds. They were entertaining.
Oh, that's right.
That was a first. Never met a kobold.
No goblins.
No goblins.
The goblins and their goblin bazaar.
The Goblin Bazaar.
It's always free at the Goblin Bazaar.
There we go. I'll pass that off to Finn.
I'm Finn Littlemint. Let's see. Last week I think you guys covered everything, man. Like, we pretty much are just walking around here. Met new friend Oren. Oh, I drank the muckety muck, and
That's
now
right.
I can't eat stuff or drink stuff.
Yeah. I was
You can.
dole
You just
that out.
don't have any effects.
No, I can't. I'm actually getting sick from doing it.
That's a waste of food.
Yep.
That's what you get
I'll
An
leave it.
irrationally dangerous act.
with consequences.
I got whipped in the face,
I
and
heard
last
that.
time it gave me health.
Rational.
Remember that? I got temporary hit points. You caused me to get whipped in the face by putting the muckety muck on it.
Why
So
did
I
you
eliminated that from ever happening again. So I drank it.
Now my insides will be goo. Monsters.
It was for my experiments.
Just kidding.
All academic.
I am Cole Paleborn, ancestral barbarian, cursed with the inability to kill anything. It's really funny. You hear that DM over laughing over there? Yeah.
So proud of him.
So proud of himself.
Hey, at
Just to
least
see the memes.
Goes to sleep at night with a smile on his face.
Anyways, Cole had a dose of reality there for a second. He brought the axe down on this were creature. Turned out that it could have just been a regular halfling thing. So I don't know how Cole's going to react to that knowledge. So we'll see.
yeah, it turns out all
And I finish
halflings
it off.
are.
Turns
rat
to a
folk.
were rats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cole couldn't think that out. Anyway, we'll find out how that happens.
And of course,
Goes to me.
All right.
So, I'm Shane Har. I play Orion Faden, half-elf, stinking, drunk wizard, one-handed. There's a hook on his left hand. He is almost permanently shit-faced. And he pretty much always looks that way, too. Bloodshot eyes, disheveled look, messy hair. Forgets people's names and things. As the day wears on, he gets drunker and drunker. But he is a 5th level wizard, and the party found him in a pit that he could have climbed his way out of if he'd have remembered that he had climbing gear in his pack, but he didn't. So he also haphazardly destroys things on a whim, and that's where we're at.
because he also creates things.
Oh, that's right. What school are you?
Oh yes, he's a conjuration wizard, so he is able to create things, and he does have a custom spell that is Conjure Brandy. First level spell. He is able to conjure 1 to 2 bottles of brandy, provided he has the empty bottles to fill up.
Empty bodies.
Empty bodies. Get over here. Also work.
Sorry, guys. It's any empty vessel
I
exchange.
gotta create this
He
thing.
is able to fill up with brandy.
Bitter.
No bottles, but I do have these bodies.
None of us have seen you do it yet.
No, I have not used that spell yet. You guys,
Sorry,
you guys
let
may
me
see it when the
sacrifice.
bottle in his robe runs out. We'll see.
Finn, hold out your hands like this, please. Damn, just hold it out.
I need blood.
So we were just fighting a group of were-rats that were fighting another group of were-rats.
Which we immolated.
We figured out which ones were having intellect devourers popping out of their heads,
Yes.
and we killed everything on that side. The other ones ran away, and that's where we cut scene.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where we were at.
And Orion vaporized the were-rat and your rope with bonfire.
Yes.
Minus
That was
1
before
rope
we
from the
knew.
inventory.
Right.
Yeah. Just guys had to hide
Why
the
didn't
body.
you just tell us? Don't kill me.
So you guys had found the
I
5.
cast suggestion. I don't know why you didn't answer that
I
question.
don't speak halfling. Shut up.
It did say that. That was
I honestly don't. You guys, I honestly don't speak halfling.
You're fired.
Yeah, I honestly don't. I took dwarf instead because I was raised,
You raised by
dwarves.
dwarves, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It tracks.
Okay.
Well, that's a moment. Yeah. We didn't know that.
Yeah.
So those chips are really good.
There's more.
It's like an elf eating fast food for the first time. Stupid human.
It's going straight to my thighs.
5 halflings had survived the 5 were-rats. And the
They're
one
all halflings?
you see that now as
Quick folk.
the one in front of you had shifted to her humanoid form, dropping all aspects of being a were-rat, and in front of you in kind of tattered burlap and canvas leggings is a mediocre in appearance, kind of stout, short, curly blonde hair halfling with dirt and smudges on her face. I didn't say she was portly.
I was gonna say, you keep saying all these halflings are fat. I don't know why.
I didn't call this one fat. And
You're giving like the halfling race a complex here.
Yeah.
I might. That's just how I see them.
I just see halflings and I think fat people.
Big hairy
Yeah, he hasn't actually been very. We've had a
Speaking with an Australian accent.
nipple pierced, wife beater wearing halfling riding a crocodile.
That's true.
Exactly.
We
That
did
is
see the one that was riding a
That
crocodile.
is going to happen every once in a while.
Maybe they have
He was
having an eating disorder in there right now.
You know, the stereotypes come from somewhere.
There are gators in them sewers. Okay, so
Yeah, anyway, we digress.
Finn played a banjo before.
The what?
the halflings all shift. They're all dressed similar in appearance, although they have various different appearances to them of all weight ranges and body types. And they don't appreciate your fat shaming.
Oh, thank you.
But in front of you stands the leader of this little squad of halfling were-rats here, and she's the one with the short, curly, blonde hair. She looks to be about her mid-30s. Freckles. And actually her freckles are right about where you would imagine the rat whiskers used to be. So she looks at you and kind of like with a little bit of fear and pleading in her eyes, she's like, "Thank you. As you had asked, we can help you get to Skullport."
Is this gonna be like a real inconvenience for your people? I mean, you seem like you're living a pretty hard life already. I can't turn down the help, knowingly, but if you do take us down to Skullport, it will be appreciated.
Well, it was all of you who asked. And
Hey, do the 8 hours thing.
And don't mind the half elf.
no one ever does. We can get you to Skullport if you need. We know the tunnels somewhat well. Although we've been having trouble, we're not necessarily one faction of were-rats. There happen to be a couple of us. Some are serving drow of all creatures down here. Like, I mean, I know, I get it. It's drow down here, right? They...
Power off.
What was that? Drow
Can't
exists.
teleport from this level. He's here, he's pressing the button again. Grip!
Pushing the button.
He pushed it too many times, the map turns itself off. Some are surfing drow. Why they would serve him, I don't know. But others, as you had seen, they done lost their damn minds.
Yeah.
No. This is this. Where do you make your lair? All of everyone here, on this level.
No, we've been scouring this level for remnants of food, prey, other small creatures, and treasure to sell in Skullport.
So which level is your lair on?
We have a temporary camp here. We don't have a permanent lair. This, she gestures around here, and you kind of take in the musky scent and the refuse lining the walls of this area. That
Where are we at?
appears to be where they were camping.
Boy.
Excellent question.
The roundabout right in here. Right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, you are actually. They're right in there, so you can scratch that off.
Oh, okay. This was there.
So they're holed up in that little area.
center.
in
One
there.
of the things that is standing out here is actually behind them. You acknowledge now for the first time that there is this large obelisk. It appears to be carved out of a granite, and it is carved with a lidless eye near the center at the top, facing towards all of you. The bottom half of the obelisk itself is actually completely covered in filth and the occasional bloody handprints, which seem to be both old and fresh.
Orion just kind
size.
of looks at it and walks up and pokes it in the eye with his hook.
With a satisfying click of
Oh.
steel on stone.
Which does nothing.
Roll initiative.
Fair enough.
Right?
Anyway.
So, what's the what's the deepest you've gone? How deep have you traveled this under mountain?
We have traveled as far down as the Grove.
How far?
The grove?
How deep is the grove?
It is past Skullport. It is not too far. It is if once you leave Skullport, the level below this is where the goblins have been living. And they
Hey,
have,
rat fling thing.
my name is Mira, if you would please.
Okay. Mirror, whatever. How far from here is Skullport?
Skullport. It's not a straight line, of course, but you could get there before.
Is it on this level?
No, down further.
How?
Two levels deep.
You must travel down from
How do you
here.
know that?
That when I was studying the map and you all were making fun of me.
What
and I
map?
found a button.
We were looking at a map.
Nobody was making fun.
Did I push the button?
No,
Oh.
no.
Let's go back
I
and
did
push
it
the
with a
button and see
stick.
what happens.
Yeah, it was fun. They just
Okay.
talks.
All right. Anyway, Skullport.
Down from here, you will find the arcane tunnels, places where apprentices of Hallister Blackcloak have conducted experiments over the years.
Oh.
Below that is the deep river Sargoth. Great terrible things lurk in those waters. It is at the end of this river that you can find Skullport. If you go down deeper than that, you come through the twisted caverns. We don't go there anymore. Something terrible, dark, is twisting those spaces. Something unnatural and not of this earth. And finally below that is the place that we had been deepest down. At first we thought it a paradise, but we lost many to goblin bat creatures. I believe them to be lycanthropes such as ourselves, but goblins and bats.
But goblins?
Yeah.
Vampire goblins?
Ooh,
Goblin
that
werebats.
sounds fascinating.
Goblin
Amazing.
werebats. That's way cooler.
Want one.
Well,
So,
as you would imagine, we did not get along well.
Mary, did you say Skullport is at the end of the river on level 3?
Yes.
The
Sargoth River.
River Sargoth.
The Sargoth River does descend into
Did you notice I used the totally wrong name on purpose there? Okay.
Mira, right?
Yeah, it was
Mira.
Mira. Oh, like Mary, drunk wizard.
Mira.
So my friends, it's
Okay.
It's very it's highly unlikely that these
I don't have a mirror.
bachelor party guests made it got any deeper than this level. I mean, look at the dangers we've already faced.
How long you guys gonna be here?
Have you guys seen any nobles?
We did. Ran into a group, a half-elf, a dwarf, and 2 humans. One Kalashite, one of them Illuskin.
Aren't you guys looking for somebody that fits that description?
A Luskin?
I think we asked them about this, and I don't know that they fit the description of the bachelor party that we're looking for. But in any event, which way did they go?
Yeah.
To the south of here.
And also, what else lies south of here?
We've had trouble to the south. We haven't gone in those tunnels much. We have been trying to push that direction. And she gestures towards, looking on the map.
So we're right there with
Yeah. She gestures to this area that she says that they've been trying to push into. And she says that your party that you were looking for have traveled to the south, this area down here.
Okay.
Before we dig any deeper, we
Wait,
should.
didn't we find Orion over there?
So why are they trying to push into that area?
He was in this whole
Did you
area.
tell us that already?
That was this whole.
That is because my...
No, that's where you guys found me.
I don't
This
know what
pit
you
right
are,
here.
wrapped up woman, that we have, like I said, been searching for food and treasures to sell in Skullport.
Okay.
The two of the halflings behind, the only two males, they kind of nod their heads and they nudge elbows a little bit and whisper back and forth. You can see kind of a shifty, nervous eye to them.
Okay.
We did get in there. That's where we met the goblins. There was a path
Yeah.
between that room where we found Orion and that room here.
Well,
It's not here.
The goblins said they didn't see him, right?
Right. So
Or are they lying?
Or they came from a different direction.
Yep.
we don't know where this tunnel,
Right.
No, we
Don't
haven't
small
been
that
there
way.
yet.
whether it connects.
Right.
Can anybody do a survival check to see how long it's been since anybody's walked through there?
Yes. Are you asking me?
Where do you see some tracks?
I don't see tracks. Do you see any around here, though?
Well,
What do you want me to do?
the whole gang of them ran
Grim
through here.
loses a bit of interest in talking to Mira and starts studying that obelisk with an arcana check.
Okay.
All right. Mira,
Tell me how
long
you do
guys
this.
wait here?
I look for any runes, any indication that the eye is from any spell book that I may have ever seen, or any piece of lore or knowledge that I may remember. I look to see if it was cut with magic or cut with stone, like chisels. Yeah. I rolled a 17.
Graham, as you go over this thing, looking at all of the different pieces, wary of its existence and curious of its existence as well. Chip broke.
Prime.
Poor Chip. So, the eye itself is an eye. I mean, there's nothing that stands out about it. It is not necessarily like a
It's not
beholder
like
symbol.
Mister's eye
It doesn't
or-
appear to be a religious symbol at all. It doesn't appear to be Xanathar in relation. Just an eye.
Okay.
The obelisk itself, obelisks usually have something to do with some sort of ritual or some kind of magical workings. It could have been used for something long ago. It might still be used for something. It might be inert. It might be active. It could be volatile.
Anyway, Mira, will you guys be waiting here if we go and check out that area?
Yeah, we can do that, but we'd rather not go too far ahead of you. There is, well, safety in numbers, as you had seen, we're all in a lot of trouble ourselves.
So you don't want to wait here for us to come back when
Well,
it's safe, or do you want to come?
We
with
could
us?
we could follow along
Five.
cautiously. Whatever befell our friends could come back for us, and we would be nervous about that for sure.
Is this Finn?
Where had they been? Where were your friends? Where did they go? Why? How did they? Have they disappeared recently? Did they meet new friends?
Well, from time to time, we break off into groups to scout parts of the dungeon. It wasn't until just a couple days ago that our numbers had been so small. We had a great number of people here. We numbered close to 30. But, well, it seems that us 5 are all that left, and well, none of my friends had turned on us while we were attacked, so hopefully I believe that we are all of the same mind.
But those others used to be your friends.
Yes, they came back.
From where were they?
Back from where?
They came from further down. Although, I mean, we're cautious. We do have a couple of our number. There's 3 still that are down a level. They should be, well, if all is going according to plan, they should be with the goblins.
Do not accept them with open arms. Should they come back to you?
Well, if they are still with the goblins, hopefully they are still of sound mind. We agreed to spy on the goblins.
They don't work.
The goblins have been training rats, giant rats, as guard creatures. So we figured we could slip in easily and see what they're up to.
And pretend to be giant rats. Mm-hmm.
The resemblance is uncanny.
Agreed.
Well, let's
Finn, did you say
let's
you
go
wanted me
look
to
for our
at
bachelor.
something?
You got any
not yet.
bugbear friends?
Give me a second here.
No.
Mira.
Okay. I hate to be facetious, but what if they got something gross inside them?
Yeah. So, all of
I'm
you
just
together
saying,
now,
'cause I stitched
I need to
it
ask
like
all
a
of you
zombie.
one question.
And that is?
Are all of you intellect devourers? All of you need to answer this now, yes or no.
For 8 hours.
So just all like
No,
right
it's
as he
not.
says that, overhearing Sunday, Orion just like pulls the ball of acid for acid splash in his hand. He's just holding on to it, staring right at Mia.
Howard?
Looking at the acid and then confused by your question, she kind of looks a little bit to the side this way, and then the other halflings look at each other, and it's like, well, I don't believe that I am one. I know that I am
I'm
not.
sorry. My
Yeah.
friend confused you when he started talking or making movements here.
The two in the back.
Answer yes or no right now.
No, I'm not. I'm not an intellect, whatever. It's like, I'm not either. I'm certainly not one.
All right. With my passive insight of 17, do I see any of them giving off any kind of lie right now?
They appear nervous, but not from what you would believe to be lying.
Then I'll roll an insight check.
Okay?
I'm going to study them very deeply. That is a 20.
Gonna be truly and madly.
You get down close. Real close. And you peer into their
I'm
eyes.
not going to do that. I'm staying 5 feet away from all of them.
Finn's like,
Knowing that halflings give off a pheromone when they lie. No.
Okay, so like in
Bigfoot.
Mordenkainen, like just passively, halflings can usually get a feel for people.
I got it.
but-
You do not believe that they are lying. I'm mocking the 20, okay?
Okay.
Roll with it, jeez.
Good.
I got a way we can find out for sure.
Intellect devours.
No, I'm good with that. Let's not bring that up again.
what do you
either.
want to? What,
All right, so I just
what do we want to
let
learn about?
ball of acid disappear, vanish, reabsorb, whatever. I don't know how cantrips work that way. If you pull it back in, just like let it go.
All these bodies stink. Let's move.
We'll do that later.
Yeah, let's find our bachelor party.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might want to pick up camp.
It's nothing of value.
Okay.
How did you know they were? What did they attack you? One last question. How did they reveal themselves to you?
They drew weapons and attacked out of nowhere.
When?
That's
That'll
pretty.
do it.
That's a pretty clear sign right there.
Like, did what?
They had come here, and at first they approached us as always. They even knew what to say. We have certain words to let people know in the darkness that we're approaching. Certain sounds, and all of that cleared. I certainly had no suspicion of who they were. They just came around the corner and attacked. Drew weapons, daggers, knives.
No
So I
warning.
bet you that was pretty rough having to kill your friends, huh?
It was bloody terrible.
Pulling out a cookie.
One of them was my brother.
Tell me more.
Ryan just rolls his eyes and pulls his bottle out and takes a drink.
No. We're
back.
leaving Sunday. Come on.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
They're
Still finishing my cookie.
they're
That'd be
following us.
12.
Finn, our rat pack is
12
following
drinks.
us now.
Yep, it's a rat pack.
Okay. All right.
Rat
That
pack.
one over there is Sammy Davis.
So we actually have a lot of options here where we want to
Okay.
go.
Well, we need to head south.
So with the
This
rat
way is
pack
south.
lead
But
then?
even south has 3 ways to go.
Okay.
Looking at these were rats, you can see that they are all actually very injured and hurt.
Okay.
They are not necessarily in the best
Southeasterly
condition right
direction?
now, and they do not want to be up front. Although they, Mira, the leader, does stay pretty close to the person who is at the top of your marching
Yeah,
order.
that's good.
I believe that was Cole.
No.
Well, he just kind
No.
of pushed his way in.
Cole is not.
No, I'm not at the
was-
front.
No, I mean, that was Finn. Sorry.
No.
It was me.
Oh,
I
it goes
thought I
like
was
that.
in front scouting or whatever.
Okay.
Right?
Mm.
We took familiar.
Yeah.
I think any of them are named Radigan.
Ooh,
Right again.
Radigan.
Wasn't it Rat Tail or something?
No, that was
The dude.
Okay, so we circle back around
For-
into
for
room
disease.
28C, and now there are 2 turns to the east if we want to take those. Or we can go back and go straight south.
Mira
Turn
gestures
to
to
east.
that 20. See, how much of that can you see? Oh, scratch up a little bit more. A little bit more, both sides.
both sides.
Both sides.
This way?
Top one, too. You can go down here if you want. There you go.
Oh, so it goes into a little...
Mira gestures towards a
12 squares total.
a narrow excavated tunnel. It says,
Could be this one right here. Is this what you're talking about?
Yes.
Jesse?
yes.
Right there, okay.
She lets you know. But this is a somewhat safe passage to get through. We have been using this for an escape should something had come along. There have been bugbears plaguing these levels as of late.
Looks kind of tight.
Didn't you, my friend,
Well,
say
you
they
are
just asked
halflings,
you
I
about
guess.
bugbear? We were just asking
He
you about
asked
Yes,
if
I
we
did.
had bugbear friends. They
Yeah,
are no
that's
friends of
true.
ours.
If you're gonna keep being this tricky, sometimes Sunday doesn't ask questions right. She's not the. I mean, smell.
No. Hey, watch it.
The 2 male halflings in the back once again nudge each
Speak for
other.
yourself.
Eye.
Finn, are they being tricksy?
They've been honest so far.
So does that mean
See where to go.
we're trying to find those people? Did they go this way? In this crack?
No, we had seen them further south. This
Okay.
crack will lead us further south.
Oh.
Can we all fit in it?
Looking at the hole,
I'll go first, obviously.
halflings can walk right through it. Those of you who are a little bit taller just kind of like have to crouch a little, but it's not a tight fit. It is about 4 feet wide, so you can walk through here with ease.
It's like walk through, arms out, you know.
Okay, so after a short bit of time, you enter
There is
what looks
a
like an actual passage. We're in the crack. So you connect again with this passage here that was broken, it looks like.
Yeah.
But then it keeps going south. If you want to stay in the
You
burrow.
want to head south?
Crack? Yes.
You want to stay in the
Yeah.
burrow?
Yes.
Keep moving.
Okay.
I guess we can look this way.
As you move further down this small excavated area, it turns and circles back and moves further to the east and starts to open up to a chamber.
It does.
How are we seeing? Is it dark in here?
You have dark vision, I believe.
have goggles.
Fala, he has
Oh,
goggles.
yeah.
Fala is
Yeah.
carrying around.
His light.
Yeah.
Fala carries around an orb that just gives off light as if it were a torch. And
It's his nightlight. He's 6.
yeah, if he really wanted, he could leave it in the air and levitate it, and it could go 30 feet ahead, or 30 feet back, or 30 feet up or down.
So I don't need to light a torch or anything.
No.
No, it's
The were-rat Mira, she stops you and like grabs Sunday by the hem of your wrappings
okay.
and says, "Shh,
My cloak. Whatever.
we have had trouble with creatures in this chasm up here.
What kind of creatures?
They are called Gricks."
Gricks. Can I do a check to see what that is?
Yeah, intelligence check.
Describe
Do
it.
they have blood?
Yes,
Then I could
Bricks.
spill it.
What is that?
good.
Well,
You would do the
These are
world
the
a
things at
favor.
the entrance.
15.
Oh.
15. Yeah, Gricks actually aren't that rare. A Grick is an unusual. It's an aberrant creature. It's not
we already
natural
fight
in
one?
any way.
True.
But it is a creature that you
Is it
have
two?
already encountered.
Yeah.
They are worm-like with a tentacled
They got tentacles
face
and a
and a beak.
Mhm.
They are aggressive, mostly scavengers,
Are
but
they
they
reptilian?
are eager for a fresh meal.
You sometimes find them in broom closets.
And they typically just wait and lie in ambush. Here you are.
So,
Are they part of the reptile family?
Grick.
okay.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
So I just kind of fill everyone in that that's what she said is down here.
Ricks.
Yeah, we
Since they've
killed,
already encountered them.
killed one earlier.
You guys wiped it like out when we turned.
Are they reptilian?
Like a snake.
Like a tremor.
Like a tremor. Alright, you want to sneak?
Cole, I've I've lost track of the day.
Because
What-
they
what
are
time-
the dagger
what
lens
time of day is it
sense
right now?
and communicate with reptiles.
I've only been here for a few hours.
No, it's
When did we come
aberration.
down?
It's not a
It's
pizza.
been so long.
Okay. So I figured.
Beginning of the day? Was it the beginning of the day?
So
Yeah.
you've been down
I woke
here,
up in the
right?
morning.
How many do you think are in this room?
It's like lunchtime.
Talk to yeah. We believe they've been nesting in there.
Oh.
a nest.
Every now and then, one of us tries to quietly sneak through. On occasion, we've been successful, although we have lost 2.
2 people.
How many are in there?
And what
I
was
could
your
go
total?
grab
Cannot say
bodies.
for sure.
Throw it in the nest.
Yes.
More than 3,
Can you poison them?
but they nest in there.
More than 3, less
Oh,
than
We got
10.
poison.
I
Less
don't
than
have
10.
any poison. I didn't. Oh, I
And
just
one
had
of them
some
is
you have
really
your
big.
poisoners kit.
smoke,
Okay.
You have your poisoner's kit.
but I don't have any poison.
Make some.
With your
That's
blade?
what the kit does, right?
It would be
Takes
hard to
time.
coat a whole body in poison.
Takes,
anyways.
yeah.
Yeah. It's
Um,
better if you let it
Takes time to
cycle
make
through
poison. I've
first.
been trying to read up on it.
Either way,
but
we can.
It would be a quality distraction.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
like
let's,
your idea,
let's,
Cole.
let's do that. Let's go
Alright.
get a body.
Yeah, so Cole runs
I
back
like your
into the other
style,
room,
Cole.
and he resurfaces through the crack, dragging 2 of the bodies from the dead were
I'm
rats.
helping him.
Can you squeeze by us?
Sure.
I'm helping
Yeah,
Cole.
there's another little. So anyway, so
we'll just
We
get
just
this
leave
side.
and go grab bodies. And
so I'm posing behind Sunday now, dragging 2 were
Okay.
rat bodies.
What are you doing,
I'm just
half
gonna-
work?
I'm just gonna hook it.
As you pass by,
Bait.
as you pass
Hold
by,
on.
the
Have
other
you never been
halflings are
hunting?
like,
Wait,
they weren't.
what are you doing?
They were
You're
gone.
you're
They're
gonna
not
throw
there
these things
anymore.
into the gricks?
Yeah.
Wait, hold on.
that one was my brother.
What?
Ryan reaches in his backpack and pulls out a full bottle of brandy and just walks over with his hook and like carves a hole in the abdomen and just dumps the bottle into the cavity. Like, all right, proceed.
Monty always did love to drink.
Oh, God.
He's welcome.
Now Monty can help us kill these things.
Hey, that's what you would have wanted, Lem.
That's right.
Take the empty bottle and put it back in my backpack.
Good idea. Group the gricks.
I lean over and I'm like, sorry about your friends.
So is it literally? We think that there's a nest in this room, this 36C.
That's what they think.
Yeah, they're pretty certain of it.
The nest of
Where are
grapes.
they pointing to? Here?
One of the halflings that you were just
Oh, I made it worse. Way worse.
Just
this
don't.
guy?
I'm just letting it accumulate.
You're like a pile of
Right here? Right here?
all over your shit.
And we're in
I
the
get. I deserve it.
Here, let me get this.
I was just like, here, let me get this off. Just for us.
Oh, there's a small problem here. Chris, I got you.
I see you're accumulating with ink chips. Let me help you.
That's not how you make a line.
Cole would like to hook these bodies in 2 strategic places in the room, please.
yeah.
Sorry.
And
No,
watch.
you're fine, man. Yeah. So
I'm gonna go stealth.
make sound like these things are dying.
Okay, yeah.
Toss the first one.
I'm gonna try to attempt to go stealth in the dark.
I'm like,
I'd like to use my deception. Make the sound of a brick that is dying.
Do you remember? It was quick.
Yeah.
Quick with
Yeah,
the
yeah,
quick.
that's how it sounded.
Yeah.
You throw the bodies in, and with the weird thud, they kind of roll, and brandy sloshes out onto the ground, and weird sounds are coming from the tunnel behind you.
I
And-
really want to persuade them. Just like this.
There's something wrong
See
with
the
Vince.
crap
They're
out
acting
of him.
weirdly.
As you watch on in interest and intrigue and anticipation, you see this massive grick. This one is much larger than the other ones. It is easily 10 feet in length.
Oh shit.
And it kind of coils up over the top of these
Long
rocks that
grick.
it was hiding behind, and its tentacles. And it looks around, down at you, towards you, at the bodies, and then kind of coils down underneath behind the rubble again, and you hear a sickening sound. Just
Bones.
it rises up once again, and you see in its tentacled beak is actually holding the upper torso of a gnawed-on goblinoid. It slithers up over the mound of gravel and down again to the other side and kind of coils again against the rock. Several, not 7 literally, but 4 more Gricks come up out of the rubble, blood caked on their faces, and they follow this larger Grick and begin crunching at the remnants of this goblinoid creature.
What kind of actions can I take right now? We're not in combat, right?
Any action you want. They're over there.
Okay,
munching
I
on-
conjure a 5-pound spike ball, and I
Okay.
cast catapult and then launch it directly into its face.
You're back here. We're all in front of you.
Roll initiative.
All right.
Well, I mean, just
That's what you want to do.
move over there and do that then.
Well, we're in a.
Probably-
Yeah.
I can set it up.
Mostly,
Well, can I conjure a spike ball and hurl it and miss everybody? Is that possible?
Yeah,
You can move up.
It goes in a straight line.
Just say that we get down. Like, we'll also get thrown in.
Yeah.
All right. So there's 3 people in front of me. Duck!
he pushes his way past. You all duck.
Yeah.
Go ahead and set me up kind of a little bit of a battleground there.
I was expecting you to hit that bottle of brandy with some
Yeah,
fire.
dude, I was thinking you were gonna hit it with fire. Like this whole time, I was like, here comes bonfire. Any moment, he's gonna bonfire that thing, and it's gonna blow up.
No, what I was expecting would happen is it would eat the body and become intoxicated,
Oh.
which would,
There's still time.
I'm guessing, maybe give it disadvantage.
I don't know, man.
What the
How
hell
much
kind
time
of
would it
shit?
take for it to get like that
How is a
drunk?
drunk Grick better, Orion?
Is it?
Have you seen
Do
the
Gricks have
it's huge.
livers?
Have you seen the size of that thing? You want that thing drunk?
I don't know. Sometimes I mess up when I'm drunk. I thought maybe it would help.
Grim, when you're a fisherman, you think that fish can solve all your problems.
That's
That's deep.
Everything looks like a
the old
fish.
cold talk.
That is
Everything looked like fish.
Have you been accepting fish as payment again?
Have you accepted fish in your life?
I just turn around and I'm like,
Oh, God.
I just grabbed Cole's arm, and then I forgot what I was talking about because it's so muscular, and I just stand there for a second. What did he say?
He said fish steak.
Alright, I
Okay.
have a horrible shortage of Grick
Have you smelled me
minis,
lately?
so we're gonna use this Pokemon.
Nice.
I think that works.
I love it. Great.
Gotta catch 'em all.
There we go. So that'll be the big
Is that an
one.
onyx? We're getting sued.
No,
No
it's
way.
real.
No, it's just that color. Thin.
I haven't painted it yet.
No, a little Pokeball just rolls in on screen.
That's his iron ball with the spikes.
So initiative is a 20, yeah?
Yeah, roll your d20.
Plus your initiative.
6.
You moved up, shoot that shit.
Plus what?
Back here. Where do you want to be?
Plus 2.
Max, though.
So 8. All right, I got 8.
Bingy bingy.
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Bingy bob. Wow. Oh, triple inspiration for initiative?
You gonna burn it all up?
Oh, 11. Oh.
You get to re-roll that one though, right?
No, I already rolled 3. Oh, yeah.
Lucky.
Halfling luck.
That's much better.
Yeah.
Much better.
Yeah. 19.
You're welcome. Alright.
Nice DM.
Who got a above 20?
That's
Okay.
That's a big no. Good
15 to 20? Above 15? Finn. Alright. Oh. Whoa. I broke it.
That's a no for me, dog.
So with the initiative roll, does the spell I cast happen prior to combat?
Yeah, you're getting a surprise round, so it's
Oh.
going to happen right now.
Is that an appropriate spread? for the
4.
Guys?
Yeah, that works fine.
Put me at the bottom. I got a 4.
We had dead bodies.
Sunday.
Yeah.
Finn.
He's got little red
I got a 13.
splat lines.
You want dead bodies?
Yeah.
You want dead bodies?
Yeah.
I got dead bodies.
Call me the dead body man.
I want to know which one has that liquor on it, you know?
Gotta be dead body man.
You kept saying goblins. Was that, you really have goblins or were they
Goblin Bazaar.
Goblins. No, I think they're munching on the were.
I thought they were munching on the were-rats. That's what I thought too. But
No,
they
never
were
took the bait.
goblin these things.
They're already eating.
So they're eating goblins right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they didn't go after our
Okay.
bodies.
Finn is at 16.
So we may be
Cole?
safe getting through.
19.
They seem.
If they're feeding.
Cole, what's your initiative?
Cole got 19.
No, I
I got 14.
14.
I don't know what you mean by through. As far as I can tell,
Okay.
there's no exit to this room.
Oh, then why are we here?
Oh no, there's an exit. It's on the backside.
Oh, that's why we're here.
You guys see it scratched off. Oh. My apologies. That is not an exit to this one.
As far as I can tell, there's nowhere to go. It does come awful close to what I can see in the map, but I don't.
Yeah, you know what?
We'll find out. There must be a.
Is there a door right here?
Something.
Sorry, who got below
All the
Cole?
doors have a white,
I got a 13.
I got an 8.
Below Cole.
like a white square thing.
I'll just
I don't
put
know,
it
maybe,
up there.
maybe
I
not.
got a 4.
You and
Who'd you hand
you
fall
and my familiar.
Who'd you get fall to?
It's flex.
Coach is in the house.
I'm already like,
There she go.
Here's Fallout.
I'll stop.
Sorry, I got a bunch of stuff going on back
Might
here. I'm
actually
like all
rage.
messed up.
It's been a while.
Sorry. Once again, Finn is at the top, followed by
Papa Bear.
15 and under.
How about 14?
14.
Yeah, I got an 8. I'm at the bottom, I think.
Yeah, I'm at
No, I'm at the
13.
bottom.
My familiar's at 6.
I just smelled myself and just
No,
burped. That's why
I still have the little spike. Just so you know, I have not.
This is such a reversal from early Sunday. It was also prim. Now she's stanky. Loving people's misery, eating cookies.
Oh, yeah.
What if she's like,
Oh, your brother died.
Tell me more.
Let me taste it.
hey guys,
I'd be like waiting for Cole to pull out a notebook. You were out
Shit.
Wait for Greg
He
to
is,
pull
'cause
out.
he has a sneak
Oh,
attack.
please. That's why I said.
I mean,
please tell us
surprise
more.
Well, yeah, that's right. No, go ahead and with your attack then.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Just trying to-
catapult does 3d8 bludgeoning damage. Except I used my conjuring ability to conjure a 5-pound ball of spikes. So I don't know if there's any bonus or addition to that.
Yeah,
since it's
throw
not
in
just a rock.
Throw in a 1d6 piercing damage.
Okay.
but you
So
gotta do it
we're
next.
doing.
Is there a save?
Yep.
There is, yes. Let me see what it says.
It's a dex.
Yeah, it's a dex save. Stop early if it impacts against a solid surface. If the object would strike a creature, that creature must make a dexterity saving throw. On a failed save, the object strikes the target and stops moving. When the object strikes something, the object and what it strikes each take 3d8 bludgeoning damage plus 1d6 piercing damage.
Okay. So, go ahead and roll a d20 for me first, real quick.
Oh, right.
Because you have been drinking
man.
heavily.
Yeah, so we're, I can tell you how many drinks.
12.
12, yeah.
Let's go ahead and say that you need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Oh, that's bad.
That's not looking
fail.
good. It's not looking good, Jim.
Yep, so that would be a 4.
And so Ryan learned it was not
Okay.
going to be a good day.
Can you please roll a d6 for me?
Today I fucked up.
Yeah.
6.
That's either really good or really bad. It's one of the other.
Yep.
Likely really bad. By that laugh.
And how far back are you, Steve?
Fantastic. As you take your spiked ball to fire it at it, these gricks,
Here we go.
and you say to everyone, "Duck!" You just and it like collapses onto the ground.
Oh no!
It just drops right in front of you.
It just
kinda
fails.
like,
You can see that like there's this weird magic kind of swirling around it, and it seems like static and like.
I use my reaction to see if I can figure out what happened. I rolled a 11.
Well, guys,
From your appearance, it would seem to you that he may have gotten the somatic or whatever it is.
semantic component.
Oh, like he slurred
The
it?
The somatic.
It's the only component.
Portions are on
Yeah.
it.
Not to what?
Well, there's all the damage I was about to run,
How are
guys.
you so drunk? I stutter. How are you so drunk? I'm gonna show you how it's done.
At this point, the Gricks have noticed you, and your surprise round is gone.
Yeah.
Hey, Griggs, eat it! Oh shit!
Now I'll go ahead and let you keep your surprise round, but hurry up as you guys are discussing the intricacies of magic.
We got a whole
You're going to cast it now that I dropped
I
it.
thought only he got the
So
attack in.
who's
None of
turn
us
is
said
it?
it, that we had a move.
Finn, top of the
So
initiative.
let's just say it's initiative, right?
Yeah, you're right, because
Yeah.
he threw dead bodies in there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They weren't totally caught unawares.
Alright.
Good call.
Yeah.
So
Top of the initiative.
Look
order.
at it.
For it, Finn.
Finn!
he closed the body up when he put that bottle inside of it, right?
Nope.
No, I just dumped it in and took the bottle
So the body is
Oh,
soaked in alcohol.
dumped the alcohol. Okay.
Oh,
I
yeah.
into the cavity.
Okay, never mind. I am just gonna cast Shatter on him. Give me a saving throw. Sorry, guys.
What kind of saving throw?
It was probably gonna be a Constitution.
Okay.
You got to beat a 15.
Fail.
That is 3d8, right?
I don't know, you tell me. It's your spell.
Rick,
I'm looking.
Yep,
3d8.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I was doing something.
That is an 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Nice.
Do I have my spell modifier to that?
Which of these Gricks are you
You are
attacking?
giddy.
The big one?
Well, it's shatters, so he can hit everything.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's all of them. Oh, yeah, that's right. I gotta roll 4 more times.
See,
Okay.
Shatter has worked.
And you said 8 damage?
14, I think. You said.
14.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't add my. I don't add a modifier to it. 14. Yep. And with my bonus action, I am going to. Yeah, I'll inspire Sunday.
Let me clear my throat.
She is the stabbing queen, wounds so deep, put you on your knees, oh yeah. Anyway, step
Do
to the back.
the thing. Do the thing.
Blush.
Not that. Stab him. Get stabbed.
It's not my turn.
Alright, so you get a d6. Alrighty. Sunday added to saving throw or attack. Not saving throw. Ability check or an attack, not saving
Okay.
throw.
Winning if I ever get there. I'm dead.
Okay, cool.
I don't know. It's much bigger Sunday.
You see spiritual wings come out of his back of his tattoos.
Yeah.
Giant spectral wings follow him as he charges across the battlefield.
Big gassy.
He jumps right into the middle of all 3 or all 4 of them there, so I don't get out of their attack opportunity. And I take some swings at Big Dog. Oh, so close. 19 and 18. That would be 18 damage for the first shot.
Nice. Big guy, you said?
Yeah. The second one is 15 to hit.
Miss.
Wow. Dang. That's one tough Grick.
As I land the first shot, you see the wings raise up into a spiritual, like angel-like figure, and then as soon as I land my first shot, he starts going around the big guy, just harrying him with spiritual attacks, not doing any damage, but just really distracting the worm. And that's my turn.
That's a cool trick.
Follow the Warforged construct.
How does the lightning sword work?
It does an extra 1d8 on top of the 1d8 that it does.
Okay. So it is usually a d6.
Probably not
right?
with a sword.
I think it's a long sword, isn't it? Is it a short sword?
You know, I think it is a long sword, but
No.
I honestly can't remember. Plus, I don't
No,
want to put
no,
follow
no.
up here.
It's a short sword.
It's a short sword.
It's a short sword.
All right.
1d6 plus 1d8.
Okay. God, I really don't want to send follow up there, so I don't know why I asked that in the first place. Sorry. She's going to roll a. Is it disadvantage to shoot over everybody here?
She's got a line of sight.
Okay. Yeah, she's going to shoot this one behind
It has
Cole.
line of sight.
That is a miss with a 3 plus 6.
Fallon's hands morph into the contraption type style that they are. Crossbow bows. I don't know the actual technical term for them, but the actual projectile spring-loaded part of a crossbow unfolds. Bolt fires out.
Orion, seeing this, his mouth jaw just drops open
Does she
and
have
just stares at her.
Does she have advantage with, like, the Cole being near it?
Nope.
No? Okay.
Nope. Okay. It misses, sails over the Greg's head, crashes into the stone wall behind. Cole, you hear that?
It doesn't give you advantage. It allows you to apply sneak attack.
Timbers.
Oh man, Cole, he's right in there. He's right in the middle of it all as well. What are we gonna do?
Be careful.
You know what? That's magic missile. On the actually, you know what? I learned a new one. And a sound of a dollar spell fills the air, a low dirge, as I cast Toll the Dead at the big guy.
Yeah.
He must make some type of a save right now.
Wisdom.
Wisdom.
What level spell is that?
It's a cantrip.
Oh,
It's 2d12.
God.
Yep.
Because he's been damaged.
Tell me what this looks like.
You did that.
You attack, cantrip, ready, the great.
Grim starts humming, just like a low, gravelly, like stone on stone, like chant.
Yeah, the guttural.
Yeah, exactly. Just when the grit just starts like, you know, like when you put a worm on a hook and it just starts like twisting around on itself and everything.
Damn.
And
2d12 damage. What's the number?
12.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Keep it on the book, man.
Oh, that's not bad.
19.
So 19.
That's above average.
Awesome, man. Done.
That's a nasty cantrip.
Yes,
I
it is.
like it.
Awesome.
It's the go-to damage cantrip.
Yeah.
Fantastic. What does it look like when you cast that?
That's pretty much what it looks like. It's just me like humming a low, singing sort of song, and
It
you don't
just
see any
erupts right
like
there.
you don't see
Now I
any
know
like
why I rolled a
manifestations of arcane energy from one place to another.
Okay.
It just appears inside the grit.
Centered there, and it writhes in pain. Its beak snaps and tentacles reach out for Cole in desperation. Okay,
Recall.
Grix, gonna go.
And bleeding.
The largest of the Grix, having been struck with this magical attack assailing its form, launches out to try and grab you with its multi-attack. And it looks like it's going to miss with a 14.
It's got advantage.
Yeah, it missed with a 14.
Okay. Yeah, that's
It will make a second attempt. And it is going to miss with a 13. The other 4 Grix rear up to attack. Reaching out for fresh meat. Let's see, we've got for them.
all the meat you can handle.
You said it.
Okay.
Can you handle this? Come on, brother. Oh, we're doing brother now, huh?
Okay, so I
Listen
got,
here, brothers.
I got 21 and 24. I believe those both hit.
Damn loaded.
Anything
dice.
over 18 hits. Yeah.
Okay, so with their second attack,
I guess
they will attack
medium
with
AC
your
hits.
That one misses. That one misses. The other 2 tentacle attack. That one misses. That one 18. It's one hit, so it will follow through with a beak attack. And 18 again. Okay, 3 attacks. 2 of them with beak.
Half each one.
Okay. So, for the tentacles, when you reach out, the suctions and the claws, they've got these barbs at the end of each tentacle. From those, you're going to take 9, 9, and 9 total. So you'll take half of that. That's 4, 4, and 4. For the 2 beak attacks that they got through on you, it is going to be just a simple 5. So 2 total. And that's their turn. The Gricks begin to launch, pull, try and cleave and rend into you. Beaks snapping a couple here and there find purchase, but not a whole lot. They find it hard to get through your tough flesh.
Nice.
Unusual for things that feed on dead stuff.
Wow.
Right.
It doesn't move. It's a lot easier.
Orion.
I look perplexed at my spiked ball. My hand, my arcane focus.
You're too drunk.
Maybe. I'm gonna do it again.
Okay.
So,
Pick it up off the ground.
but this time, I am going to use a luck point.
Wait, what?
Yes.
You can wait
What?
until after you roll the dice.
You can't wait till the outcome.
Huh?
You have to determine that you're going to use a luck point
Is the
before
feat-
the outcome of the die.
Okay.
So you can throw the die and then say you're going to.
That was after.
No, that's what it says. You can choose to spend a luck point after you roll the die, but before the outcome is determined.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
roll
yeah,
your
so you can
die
roll the die
and decide
first,
if you
and
want to
then
use
you
your
can
point or
say
not.
So if you roll a 5 and you're like, ugh, that's
Yeah.
a 5,
Then
you
you
can
can
be
use
like,
that.
I'm using my luck point. Don't tell me what happens.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, I thought I had to call it ahead of time.
But his
You don't have to
port
call.
dice do work that way.
He has
Yeah.
The ones
Oh.
he gets from his
No,
divination school.
you're good, man.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
If you don't like
Kick
it,
ass.
roll it again and use the luck.
Yeah, I don't like it. I'm using a luck point. That's better.
Better.
Yeah.
Proper use of
All right. So let's see. That's
On it.
do I add a plus to
I'm
that?
gonna do a soundboard.
No, wait. This is for your drunken.
Intelligence saving throw.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
Constitution
Intelligence that's
saving
plus
throw.
3. Oh, con.
Yeah.
Con. Okay, that's plus 2, so that's a 13.
Passes.
Okay.
And your spell?
Damage. So we're doing 3d6 plus 1d6 piercing damage, yeah?
Yeah. And the big guy, correct?
Yeah, the big one.
And saving throw?
Super
I
good.
failed it.
So the bludgeoning damage is 6.
When you can show what it's.
Piercing damage is 5.
6 and
Oh, wait,
5.
no. That you should be rolling 3 die 8s. That's 3 die
What?
6s.
I thought
Catapult's 3 die 8.
As a wizard?
So he, I don't know what
Catapult
his
3d8?
saving throws are, but he's proficient in one of them. And it's not
Yeah,
listed
as a
on his-
wizard you get intelligence and wisdom.
Yeah, it's not listed.
Oh, you're right. It is 3d8. Sorry, guys.
Hey,
So-
that's good news. You can do
Yeah,
more.
I'm happy.
Yeah, it's not shooting it. That's not what you're saying.
3d8 for damage, but what are you saying about the proficiency?
Oh,
There's a button.
your saves. We can talk about it later.
Oh, okay.
You just need to fill in a couple bubbles. Not a big deal.
No, I was wondering if he was actually adding his proficiency onto his saving throws
For Constitution, probably not.
No,
Okay.
but for intelligence, yes.
There. Bludgeoning damage, that's a lot better. 17, so plus
17
5.
bludgeoning.
Yep, 17 bludgeoning, 5 piercing.
Yeah.
So total is 22.
Damn!
What's it look like? So tell us again what you're doing.
Okay, so I conjured a spiked ball. You guys saw me attempt to cast a spell, and it sort of lifted up and went. Fell on the ground, and I just kind of stared at it. And then you charged into battle with wings and shit, and I was in awe. And then Sunday pulled out this fucking crossbow out of her hand.
No, that was Paula.
Let's fall.
Or Fala, sorry, Fala. So I'm like looking at that.
Holy fuck!
Then I realized that I got something to do here, and I look down at my ball and I look at my hand, and I'm like, well, let's try it again. So there's essentially a conjured, clearly magical spiked ball, right? It's not made of normal material. You can tell it's magically conjured, but it just went hurling at like Mach 1 into this thing's face.
It's a sickening crunch as the tentacles in the beak shatter, and you hear that it is caved in. This beak is probably no longer functional. The tentacles have wrapped around it, only to, from the force, pop back open and revealing this tangled, matted mess of flesh hanging down. The creature lets up. It flails about in agony.
Not a good day for the Gricks, Bob.
Is this a big one?
Familiar.
Familiar. Familiar is just keeping an eye on the situation. I send it
Some
up
hanging on the
above the.
What was it, a spider?
Yeah, up above the, just above the battle.
The spider mates.
Right over my head.
Yeah, just like, but like 10 feet back from where Cole is, basically. Mm-hmm. I'm watching you.
It's distracting me, Graham.
I don't like it, Graham.
Sunday.
But one curious thing happens. A couple of small coins and bits and pieces of metal actually like kind of fly out and start sticking to my spider. Small bits and pieces of metal. And I'm a little perturbed by this.
Oh.
Something's wrong.
Uh-oh.
Sunday.
Any of them made any attacks? Who hasn't attacked?
Yeah,
Everyone
last
has
one.
Is the big one dead, or is it still? It's just mangled now.
It's
You
alive.
did last.
It's alive.
Okay.
It's very bloodied.
I'll attack this one behind Cole. So I don't get my sneak attack, right?
You
Yeah,
have
you
advantage.
get the damage. I'm next to it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay.
Why would it have advantage? Oh, her flank.
yeah. She has advantage. She's gonna walk up behind
I'm
you.
gonna go.
If you flank, you have advantage.
All right,
You can apply sneak attack purely because I'm there.
because you're there. That's good. 15. That's a
That'll
hit.
hit.
8.
Plus your
11.
rapier.
12 for that one. Hit. 14 hit.
On the little one.
Yes.
14 hits.
All right.
Your weapons managed to pierce its
7,
thick
8, 9,
leathery hide.
10.
Yeah.
Let's do that was 10. 10, 10, 20.
20? 20 on this
Close
little
enough.
one here?
Close enough.
How does it die?
It makes a sound.
I come up behind it with my rapier in hand and I'll stick it between, right in its beak, I guess, right beside of
Yeah,
it.
just like.
You
Jack
feel
Black
it
style.
pierce through the resistant leathery hide of the back of the grick, and with a good push, you manage to
Yes.
get all the way through, and you feel the rapier click on the bony protrusion of its beak and slide out and
Perfect.
around, and it comes out just above it. The tentacles fall back and go limp. Rapier slides back out with ease.
And
Anything else?
can I disengage?
You're not next to anything.
Maybe. Oh yeah, he's dead, so you don't have anything
I'm
to do
good.
to him.
I'm good. I'm gonna stay right
Cool.
there.
There's a weird sizzle of magic in the air as
Uh-oh.
the conjuring ball, which should have disappeared, begins to it maintained its form and it rattles onto the floor for a second, and you hear it, and then it flies backwards towards you. Dexterity saving throw.
This will sober you up.
Damn, Brandy.
reverse lead ball catapult.
Dexterity.
That effect that didn't seem to do anything
Oh,
but
that's-
amuse the
Let's just
DM.
go ahead and use another luck point right now.
Hey, you got 3, man.
I do.
That's good.
Is he just curious, is he rolling against his own spell attack?
That's better. All right, dexterity save. So that's plus 2. That's 14.
Against
Yeah, do I get any
just
bonuses
dice.
against my own shit? Wait a minute, can I just make it disappear? I did make it. Can I just be like, screw that?
The good news
spell,
is
your own
that you're
spell.
only going to take the 3 damage from it. You're not going to take the full.
In such critical thinking moments. you
Yeah,
can't
let's
do
just
when you're
assume I'm
drunk.
too drunk to think that fast. Yeah. Yeah.
The magic.
But I conjured you.
It should have.
I brought you into
You are mine, but
It should have ended its own existence after it had struck the Grick, but something persisted in it uncontrollable.
How could you?
It catapulted backwards and flew at you.
hey,
You
drunk
managed-
magic, guys. I've
you managed
invented a
to-
new school.
Animated.
No.
You dodge a little bit out of the way, but it
Just grows
clips your
legs.
shoulder and you take 3 piercing damage.
3 piercing damage. Which shoulder?
No.
Right one.
Bam.
Oh, fuck. All right.
Bam. The shoulder.
Why
Finn.
make a spiked ball?
I run,
Right.
slide through, follow his legs, like 80 style, you know, and I hug the wall and run to the
80
left
style.
as far as I can. 30 is my
Great
movement now. And once I get in that corner, I'm going to cast Healing Word at 2nd level on Cole.
Ooh, it feels good.
Do you have a soul?
No. Just like, heal! 4, 5, 6.
There we go.
9 healing to Cole.
Outstanding.
Yeah.
Good job.
No, 10.
10 healing to Cole.
Jeez.
You utter a word of magical
Max
power,
out.
and just it sparkles.
Almost.
Hey, Grim!
What's up? What's
He
up?
just feels enlightened.
I'm stealing your other attack now, too.
What is that?
And I start gutturally making the same noise.
You guys knock it off, you're creeping me out.
This one right here, please.
Weird, Cole. Where'd you find
Failed it.
I got a 9 and a 3.
9 and a 3.
We're like the D12 club over here.
No.
We gotta convert all of our attack dice to D12s.
How does he die?
Oh, yeah.
Dolorously.
The necrotic energy, right? That's been erupting out of it.
You said the little one, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he just like starts to
Give one back
dissolve
to him.
from the top of his head and then starts slowly going down, and now it's just a puddle of ooze.
Like
Dexterity
salt
bits.
on a slug. It just
Yeah.
kind of opens up
Yeah.
at the top, and his mind can't handle the magical energy. You have told the dead, and he has seen his demise, and just like backwards reverse peels itself as if it were a banana.
God.
Like Raiders of the
Healed
Lost Ark.
himself.
Gross.
It pulls around Cole's very expensive leather
Ew.
boots.
Peeled
That was
himself
pretty
like monkeys
disgusting,
do.
Finn.
You can't see me, I'm over here.
Ew.
Cole,
Oh,
Still raging.
whatever, that was pretty disgusting.
Wherever you are.
That's gonna hit
right- I'm
for
right there,
14
man.
was the first shot.
14 damage on who?
The big dude.
So as you strike him with your axe, he's lowered to 1 hit point. What does this look like?
Oh my god.
So I'm going for the kill, and all of a sudden my axe like turns flat.
Yeah.
Again?
I don't even know why, but just I flat him like swinging a shovel.
Blood and chunk of beak fly through the air,
And
and
it-
the creature
Does it move it?
it falls to the ground and begins writhing in pain. You can see that.
Alright, batter up, I guess. I'll go for the next one.
I thought we drop unconscious.
Yeah, he's unconscious
Oh,
now.
okay.
Yeah. That's a big miss.
Unconscious.
Right.
It's a big miss on the second guy.
Swing and a miss.
What'd you roll?
Way too.
Way too
You
okay.
don't
11.
know.
Confidence
Fallout.
shaken.
11.
11. That's a miss.
Falla.
Sees what's going on. Perhaps Falla feels a little jolt of pride and bravery, maybe?
Yeah, she rushes in.
Falla rushes in, draws forth a short sword.
And she's going to strike the one that Cole just put down, basically.
With my lightning sword.
Yeah.
Is that the big one?
Yeah, she's like, taste my lightning.
Taste my lightning.
13.
13 to hit.
Says you have advantage.
6.
You have advantage since
19. That's
unconscious.
a hit.
No.
And an auto crit.
Yeah, no. But she hits, and that's going to be a
Toasty.
D6 plus a D12.
You don't really
or
need to
D8.
roll.
Yes.
It's like, oh, my fucking brain.
It's 4, 5, 6. So 2 for lightning damage, and 4 plus 6, right?
You only need 1 hit point.
Oh, yeah, it's dead.
So Falla takes the sword, the lightning sword, a little shock of electricity runs up the blade, right into the creature, cleaves a large chunk of it open, and it folds its neck in half, exposing the inner workings of its body.
Ugh.
As this happens, you see Falla, as lightning energy courses up Falla's arm. Falla takes 1 damage of lightning.
Oh.
What?
Everything was cursed.
You can have your
Oh my
Pokemon
God.
back.
Everything was cursed.
Cursed guy.
Let's just retire. Let's just go back to the theater. Let's just take this shit off.
Which would work. All of us would okay if
It would be
except
fine.
for
Right, I
No,
can't
that's
live
that's
like
true.
this.
Poor Sunday. You could just stay
I'd
in
be
the
like the
basement.
Phantom of the Opera.
Yes, you could
The
live in
Roseland.
the belfry.
yes. Phantom of the
No.
That
Cole's got the
was
Belfry.
Timbers.
Timbers. Is there anything staying?
Yeah,
Yeah.
2 worms still
Two.
around.
2 worms. Anything that's been damaged?
All of them.
All of them? Okay.
Yeah, Finn hit it with shatter.
Alright. Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay. I'm going to go for the one right there on the other side of Cole. And I'm going to cast
On the left.
on Cole's left, yeah.
Okay.
And I start, like, kind of giving Finn some side eye. I'm like,
Where's that Finn? You gotta move forward and do it.
like mine's cooler. Like, clearly a much cooler low rumble. I don't need to roll anything.
I learned it from
Make a
watching you.
wisdom
Show
save.
ups.
Yeah.
What is going on here? I don't like this. They're possessed.
16.
That is what my spell save DC is 16. So is that?
I pass.
Okay, you pass. I'm like,
And you see nothing happens.
Yes.
Trying as best as you can to be better than Finn, you have failed under performance anxiety, and the Grick has resisted your magic attack.
did you steal it from me, Finn? I can't do it anymore. What happened?
It happens to everybody once in a while, bro.
It's this damn brain, I swear.
The 2 creatures will attack Cole. One of them, natural 20. With its beak attack, 15, that's a miss. So with its tentacle attack, it reaches out and the tentacles dig deep and actually cleave into your flesh a lot more.
50 damage.
You can feel it
I use my bardic inspiration
just
and use
attack.
cutting words on that.
On the damage.
on a natural 20.
On the damage.
You can
On the
damage.
damage. Okay.
So he's cutting 2 off.
Yeah, 2 damage was taken off, and then at my last
Thanks. Weak ass tentacle. Did the best we could, bud.
I look at him, I'm like, hey, you see these? These are my fuck you up boots.
You're like, what?
It's gonna be something crazy like the intellect powers on a natural crit. Like he burrows into your body.
Cole suddenly goes glassy-eyed and starts asking all of you.
So 23.
Lays eggs in here with its tongue.
Yeah.
23
Tongue hangs out looking
slashing
like a tentacle.
damage. Sorry, 23 slashing damage. You're gonna take half of that.
Down to 11.
Down. Okay, yeah. So minus the 2, and then down. So 23 is gonna. Put
I don't
it down
know if
to-
he takes it off the barbarian. We'll have to look up this later. But whether you take it off the total or whether you take it off my half.
It should probably just be the total, because
It's
That's what
gonna.
I always thought
Off the
too.
top.
I'm gonna say the total.
That's what I always
It
thought
makes
too.
sense to me.
So you minus how many?
2.
Dose.
So
So I take
21.
10 damage.
Yeah.
Cool.
10 slashing damage as this creature rips into your thigh.
Ow! That critically hurt.
Oh, that's right. Variant rule.
Oh, that's right.
Lingering injuries on natural 20s.
oh no, you break your leg.
Oh,
we'll see.
Let's see what happens here.
Even when it only does
Chunk
like
of meat.
10% of your total hit points.
It's a critical hit, man.
Hey, it's our variant
Cole's
rule.
leg falls off.
Yeah, exactly. Wait, wow, come on.
That's
I
bad.
have 55 hit points. 10 hit points. You're dead.
You're crippled now.
There goes your kneecap.
It burns. It hurts. It seems to have hit an artery. You're going to.
Oh my god.
You look at it. You can see that it's not life-threatening, but it's
Yeah.
a deep wound.
Femoral artery in your leg is not life-threatening.
You're gonna need stitches,
Down to the
bud.
bone.
Regretting not taking
I
that
rip
medicine
off
proficiency.
a link of leather from
It'll
my
be a
kilt
scar.
and I wrap it around the wound. And tighten it.
On your turn.
Cole's like, I used to be an adventurer like you.
Yeah.
So
Burning crick beak.
The other Grick makes its attack. It's going to hit you with its tentacles and do 11 damage. So you'll take 5. And
Something to talk
with its
about later.
beak attack, oh man, that was almost another 20.
He's loving it.
The other with its beak attack, it's a miss. And that is their turn. Orion,
There's 2 of them left.
2 of them left.
How close together are they? I mean, I can see them, but literally
Each square
by
is
like
5 feet.
measurements. Each square's what?
5 feet.
5 feet.
They're like 10 feet apart.
Yep.
Which one of them has been screwed up the most?
Both of them.
Yeah.
Both of them? I'll just hit this one with acid splash then.
Okay. That's a projectile? What?
That's a cantrip.
It's a globule.
It's a globule.
Yeah, yeah, right.
He throws it. It's an attack.
I think it's a dexterity save or something on you.
It is, let's see, your hurler will choose one creature within range, choose two creatures within range that are within 5 feet of each other. That's
Oh,
what
you hit both.
They were together. They're not within 5 feet.
Oh,
Yeah.
because they're not like rat swarms.
Yeah, target must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 1d6 acid damage.
I failed it. Go ahead and roll a d20 for me as well.
Oh,
Shit, again.
that's right, I'm drunk.
Drunk casting.
That was bad. Let's just go ahead and use that last luck point.
Oh, man.
I'm ready to throw that die out the window.
Oh, shit.
Let's go back to my old school lucky 20 and roll that one instead.
$12.
Did not do me any better.
A 5?
All right, that's a 5 with what is it? What is it? What's the check? Constitution?
Yep.
12. You've had 12 shots of your drink.
Oh yeah, that's not enough. Not enough at all. That's a 7
Oh god.
against 12.
As you cast your spell, you feel the power and the magic rise up inside.
It's gonna nail you guys.
Yeah, don't hit me.
Wild magic table over there.
That's what we were talking about.
As it
Made
as
on
it
table.
strikes the target, like you launch it out to strike that target, you see the globule like do this weird kind of curveball thing in the air.
It's like spiraling.
It actually strikes the other
Sunday in the
creature
face.
instead
Oh.
Oh, there we go.
and splashes on
My
Cole.
face out of
Oh,
it.
it splashes onto Cole because he's within 5 feet. Okay.
My face out.
So, damn near rolled max on that, 11.
God damn.
And it's acid.
11 acid damage.
No resistance to acid damage.
That's nice.
Sorry! Look out, or something.
Where does it hit Cole?
In a leg.
Is it back in the same knee?
He's within 5 feet of
Melts the leather right off. I just put that down.
That hurts.
Alright,
it. Did it hit him in the same leg or the other leg?
the other leg.
Damn.
Punishing that leg.
Might have gotten lucky and had
Familiar?
drunk mage magic neutralize your wounds.
Yeah.
Nothing for the familiar. Sunday.
Kill him Sunday. Put him in a body bag
Just
Sunday.
attack this one. I'm in the same spot, right? I didn't move.
Basically.
Yeah.
17,
That's a hit.
Oh, yeah.
9.
Total? Miss.
Okay. 5. 5 points of damage.
5 points of damage as Sunday goes to thrust a rapier.
Don't you get some sneak attack damage here?
Do I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That makes it.
Yeah. Just the dice aces.
11.
That's an
5.
11.
Yeah. 16.
I wish you could use the inspiration for attack.
How does it die?
It's good Valor Bar.
With that fantastic sneak
I
attack.
just turn around and just go.
Fruit ninja.
Sunday goes crazy. Almost none of the attacks land except for the very last one, which by luck strikes and slashes across a massive artery to its head, opens up a gushing wound, and it drops to the ground squirming. Alright.
I'm an assassin.
Yes.
You've been assassinated.
Who's up?
Finn.
Alright. I am rolling a spell, and my hand begins to glow, and I say, "Howl!" and let the dawn roar. I chuck what looks like a golden spear at this creature.
Sweet.
It is a 14 plus 7.
That's a hit.
What is this?
This is 3d6s.
Wow, that's a lot of damage.
That is a 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
I know what this is.
13 as a guiding bolt flashes out of my hand into this creature.
Divine Sorcerer!
How does it die?
Nice.
Yes.
This time, instead of necrotic energy, the radiant energy causes this brick to start dissolving into golden dust.
So did it light up the room?
Yeah, it does. It's like, for at least like a few seconds, you'll see golden light for the next.
What are the little red
few
things? Oh, those are the bodies.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like 6 seconds or so, we'll just let it burn.
And it collapses into dust.
Point of curiosity, if you put that on a scroll, could I then learn?
No.
No. It's a divine spell.
It's not
these-
in your spell list.
Creatures have eyes.
I
No,
don't know, Grim, what god do you believe in?
they do not.
The god of magic.
Okay.
What's his name?
Power.
I'm gonna debowel the big one.
Knowledge.
Debowel.
My leg is
gonna
burning.
get-
Someone stop it.
All the way
Papa
down
Berry.
from neck to tail.
Come here.
Papa
Open
berry.
it up. Is there any eggs?
Joke to you?
Got a
No.
bag of
Okay.
we have good berries.
Yeah, but it's dangerous to
Not that you can tell. I mean,
Yeah, walk over
I've
to
not seen any eggs.
Thank you for the
The little
healing.
round things.
Nothing that looks like an egg, although its anatomy is very alien to you and strange. It doesn't seem to make sense.
So these are like
Okay.
aberrant creatures, right?
Yeah, they're very unusual monstrosities.
So it wouldn't be nature; it'd be an Arcana check to see if anything of them or part of them is useful for any spells or rituals.
You could probably roll nature. If you're a creature that's more of the Underdark, I would probably say that would be fine. But for you, coming from a place very different, probably more of a straight intelligence, maybe Arcana.
Can I use my healer's kit to soothe his wounds?
18.
18? Yeah, I'll tell you everything you want to know about them in just a second. You want to do what? You want to suture
Use a
cold
healing
wounds?
kit on it.
Just soothe his wounds. So they don't hurt
Soothe his
anymore.
wounds.
Right? So, like, does he need surgery from that critical hit to, like, to suture it up? Or, like,
Give me a medicine check.
I did. And I got a 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
An 11. You can see that it definitely struck an artery. Although, I mean, with a little bit of pressure on there, you can staunch the bleeding.
I think he's gonna need a heal, so I'll just burn my 3rd level cure wounds on him.
Damn.
So
3d8 plus 4.
Heat them suckers up. Get them warm. Are you considering taking a level in Life Cleric?
Does he get another die?
No, it maxes all his healing dice.
Oh, sweet.
I'd consider it.
No.
Take a
I'm not your
level.
healer.
I'm just kidding. Thank you.
That'd be 18.
I feel so much better now.
Yeah, it's 9 health to you, boy.
That was a healing spell?
I use the cure wounds from the mandolin.
Okay.
Made us a tune.
Cool. The unusual burning in your leg subsides. You're not entirely too sure what was going on with that, although you suspect that whatever this crick had been feeding on, probably
Infected or something.
you probably had some kind of weird festering disease that was about to really take hold.
Thank you.
Wow.
He was about to be
Damn.
down with.
Like,
the
I don't want to tell you the
sickness.
mechanics, but
Oh.
it was going to get real bad.
Yeah. Thank you.
What was that?
I will
Graham?
continue to jump in the fray in front of all of you.
Thank you, Cole.
Cool. It looks like it almost got
Love you,
infected there.
Did you hear what Grim said?
But no, really, the acids. Can you stop that? Don't do that anymore.
So
That sucked.
How
real
about
so that was an accident.
How about your
I'm not really sure.
stop drinking
Yeah.
before you kill us?
bad. Another fishing analogy?
Well, can't do that.
See, when you're a fisherman, you gotta eat fish.
On the one
You
hand,
can't drink the fish.
I might
You can only
die.
eat the fish. Slowly.
God.
Fallen, good job out there.
Alright, you got one on your
killed
DC.
something.
Do I?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't
But
I'm a
dying
zombie.
is lame, you said.
No, letting yourself die is lame.
Oh.
Letting me die is lame.
So about these creatures, is there anything about them that's useful?
Oh, right.
For the most part, no. There's absolutely nothing useful about Grix, although it is nice to actually have Grix around in some places because they have a tendency to eat the dead. So if there is a large battle and there's a lot of
Carrion
dead bodies
feeders.
around, Grix will take care of that real
Can I
quickly.
search for any Grick eggs in the nest?
Sunday just did that.
I gutted the big one.
Oh,
Looking for
in
eggs
the body?
inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, but from what you can tell, it doesn't look like there are any eggs around
Okay.
here.
What's your guys' obsession with eggs?
The DM just said people like having him
Our
around.
cook
Yeah.
can't eat his own food, so we're kind of on our own now.
Yeah, we can.
Well, I got a lot of rations if you
They're
want
worth
some.
money, I'm
If
sure.
you guys want to take a rest, I
When
can
there's a lot
feed
of dead
everybody
around,
here.
Grix will eat the dead, and they really cut back on disease and plagues.
I'm gonna take a
I
look
got
at
you.
their
I just
little
wanted to make
stash
sure it
of
wasn't
bodies, see if
pregnant.
there's anything
You know,
valuable or
it wasn't
anything
destroyed,
on
yeah.
some of these goblins or what
God.
they've been
That's
nibbling
what I'm
on.
thinking.
Yeah,
Can I
I've seen aliens.
assist someone in a perception of the room?
Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm doing. Is perception search of the room.
I will assist you, my son,
All
my
right.
friend.
My-
I don't know why I said that.
Yeah, you do. You
I said it my
I met your dad, Grim.
He's assisting you. You have advantage.
Okay, that's good.
No, look over here.
The other one's better, 13.
For the most part, you don't see anything really of value in here. You scour everything down. You see that the Grix are mainly when they're nesting here, they're just making a home, a lair. Sorry, I totally forgot to mention something that's actually really, really incredible that you do see.
By the way, there's a giant glowing statue in the middle of
It
the
was
room.
not necessarily
Steel
obvious
ball
when
on
you
the
were still
ceiling.
inside the cave, and so you rushed out fighting these Grix, so it had escaped your attention then.
Oh.
But as you're exploring this room, yes, there is something very unusual here. As you look up, you see that 30 feet above you, way up,
Steel ball.
there is a throne carved out of granite, much like the obelisk that you had seen. But sitting on this throne appears to be a mummified minotaur, upside down. And on the ceiling, or the ground for the minotaur, is a battle axe, which looks old and corroded from here.
Mother ever.
Can I still fly?
Something is definitely wrong with my
don't
spider,
think so.
guys.
He can't fly,
the
do you
whole
remember?
time.
No,
Didn't see
it ends after
nothing.
like a minute.
Yeah, my bad. Dropped the ball on that one.
Yeah. I'm gonna go. I'm
busy
gonna
catching
send
flies.
a little
Like 2 hours here.
spider boy over there to go do some inspecting. A little close up.
A minute.
I'm gonna take a move over to the corner here and start doing a short rest.
Oh, if we're gonna do that, then
And birds pay dice.
yeah, let's.
I mean, you guys
burn a short
can
rest,
search
guys,
and
please.
do your shit. I'm just gonna be over here tending my wounds.
So, question.
I also begin casting detect magic as a ritual.
I was just gonna say, rituals. How long do they take?
10 minutes.
A minute to 10 minutes, maybe an hour.
Find familiar as a
There's
ritual.
that one's an hour, so you can cast that during this short rest, but you'll miss out on your wizard ability to regain a spell slot.
Okay.
As for there is one that takes 24 hours, a ritual. It's what is it? Ceremony? Something like that. Create holy ground and
Interesting.
Marry people, etc.
Yeah.
That is not that part. That is
that one's not
to
ceremony.
consecrate the ground. It's
consecration.
Like that. Yeah, no, it's like temple of the gods.
I think that's another one. We'll look it up later.
There's magic circle, and then there's also like gate for
Detect magic and etc. You're taking your rest. Your spider's checking things out. Nothing shows up as magical. And in fact, Mira kind of taps you on like your shoulder, and she's like, "It's not really anything important. There's some sort of magic that keeps it up there, and us down here. I saw one of us once.
On that note, Sunday walks out of the room because I'm not having any deja vu.
Someone in our party one
I'm
time
like, oh, hell no.
managed to get up there, and they stayed on the ceiling. At some point, halfway through this room, 15 feet up, you fall up. It's like the room is split. The ground on both sides.
15 feet, huh?
15 feet.
I would like pick up like a pebble or a rock from the ground or something and
You can see that it kind of take the arc of gravity and then like swing back
Take a
up,
rest.
little S curve, and it's
Yeah, I'm taking a rest too.
Hey, Cole. How strong are you?
I'm bandaging. Strong enough? Why?
How far do you think you could throw me?
I can just levitate.
I look at you,
I laugh. Sunday.
I weigh 152 pounds.
like straight up.
Mm-hmm.
But I can throw.
It's more than halfway.
I'm gonna run. Cup your hands.
Oh, I'm in the middle of bandaging.
Stop that.
Okay.
Wait,
Cup your hands.
can't this wait an hour?
Hold on.
Start the hour over.
All right. So I pull my rod out and I have it in my right hand, ready to go.
All right.
And I go launching up to him, put my boot into his hands, and then push.
Strength check. Athletics check.
You know, I have more luck.
Athletics for me or strength for him or him?
What's the
am
total?
not paying attention to
10,
this.
right? Like at most.
So like when I tried to climb the wall,
8. You don't have any of your portent dice that you
I
want to
do,
use?
I
I only
do,
roll,
but
I can't use it.
I'm not really looking at this. I can.
I thought he could use it before I tell you the
Yes,
result.
I can. I can use it now. He hasn't told me whether you succeeded or failed, so that's the shtick.
I think a 1 counts as a fail automatically. But
I haven't told you what happens.
no, you succeed.
I was looking through the eyes of my familiar.
Okay.
yeah.
Alright, so we're going to see how this works.
Oh boy.
That's the beauty of the game.
You come running up, and Cole is like,
Once
you-
happened.
Real.
Yeah.
he's like still kind of in middle of bandages, and you're like, cup your hands. And he's like, drops the bandages, still kind of kneeling, tries to get his hands together. You run up, like,
I'm trying to get in front of it.
you're at full speed. You jump. Your legs are just like this, bicycling through the air. You manage to get your foot on Cole, but the momentum knocks Cole backwards. Not expecting that. He lifts you up and flings you in this direction. But by then he's already diagonal and almost horizontal, and you careen head over shoulders into the wall behind it.
So, right, as I realize everything is going wrong and I'm flying through the air with my rod, I just hit the button holding onto it.
Stop.
It should just kind of lock me into place and I'll swing off it like a bar.
Can you give me a strength check or athletics check? Beat 10.
Do I take damage on the wall behind me?
No, you don't hit
Do I
the
get to
wall.
choose which check?
Athletics or just flat strength?
They're the same, so it doesn't matter.
There you go.
I roll a 14.
All right, you manage to catch it just in time as he flings you up, and you're nearly upside down, and you look like a gymnast for just a second.
Like he knew what he was doing.
And then pivot through the air.
I can like swing around the rod once.
All right, I'll catch you. Drop down. Let's try it again.
Just unlock the button.
Okay.
We're gonna try it again.
5 foot.
All right.
It's up to you.
Sit down.
If you want to
Hold on. Wait. Just mark down another one. We're gonna go to 13.
We're going to DEFCON 13 right now.
All right.
The break.
I back up, get ready to run at him again, and start booking towards him with the rod in my right hand.
Try again.
Okay.
Much better.
At least you're paying attention this time.
24.
Oh yeah, so you manage to, you take a few steps, still a stagger, but you jump up and he's prepared this time. Up through the air, you launch up and you cross that 15-foot threshold, and as your weight shifts, you feel yourself pulled in 2 directions momentarily, and as it takes hold of you, you kind of carry through with the rest of the momentum.
Before I go crashing into the floor, button.
Yeah, I'll let you do that just as you're beginning to pick up that momentum, and now you're kind of dangling 10 feet in the air.
Strength check?
No, I won't make you do it this time.
Okay.
But you are dangling about 10 feet above the ceiling floor.
Okay. So, unlock the rod and drop the rest of the way.
Okay, 10-foot drop, still a d6 falling damage, it's 1.
1. Ow!
Right.
So now I'm on the ceiling.
Did you fall on your hook?
50-50 chance?
No.
Want to roll for it?
I mean, if you're gonna land, are you gonna land on your hand?
Well,
No way.
Well, if you're falling down, right, you put your hands out instinctively.
Or
I
you see
could
the ground-
potentially land on my hook.
How about he sees the ground coming so fast he
Running
goes
with
to cover
scissors?
his eyes?
Oh god.
Running with scissors.
You take 1 damage. You're
Yeah.
on the ceiling. From here, everything looks right side up, and you are basically at the feet or the foot of this granite throne, on top of which is a mummified, not wrapping Egyptian style, but more like dried
Desiccated.
husk.
Okay. So I want to inspect the corpse. Just to see if anything jumps out at me.
Okay.
What check is that going to be?
An inspection check or investigation.
Investigation.
Clean with that dick, does you?
That's a 16.
There you go.
16. As you're looking it over, for the most part, it looks to be a minotaur. You don't see anything really out of the ordinary. The axe itself doesn't appear magical. He already can verify that. It's old and really not worth much. I mean, it would be scrapped to a blacksmith. But there is something that does catch your attention. It's strange that the creature itself has no remnants of eyes in its skull.
So got empty eye sockets?
Empty eye sockets.
So my spider's been up there for a little bit, right? I like keep an eye on him while he's doing all this, like my sort of gnomish trickster side, like coming out. And I like how the spider just like slowly creep around to the backside of the throne and the skull, and he's like fully engrossed in this eyeball scenario.
Yeah.
I do like the arachnophobia with my spider like right in front of his face.
I grease his spider. Acid splash right at it.
Acid splash.
Roll a d20.
You
No
know
more luck
what?
points.
You know what I'm thinking, that because you have such experience as an alcoholic, how about we have you roll with advantage?
Okay.
roll 2d20 and take the higher number.
All right. I rolled a 20 and a 15, so I'll take the 20.
Both pass.
I use my reaction to wink my familiar out of existence.
So
Is that in the spell description? Oh, okay.
You can drop them at any time.
Anytime you want.
There you go.
Why to get to
a ball of acid just goes sailing through nothing into whatever's behind the throne,
Hey!
or potentially hit the corpse.
It's totally
Just a joke.
the smell of old putrid flesh dissolving fills the air.
What it hit?
Really, Jesse turned it off?
Minotaur.
that
It's
one.
fucking cold in here.
That one over there.
Just like, it's hot.
So, it, like it's head.
I didn't turn anything off.
We're just blaming everything on the DM now. So
Blame Jesse.
deal with that.
So like its head or its
See.
body or just wherever.
General.
Okay, so as it's part of its head is dissolving, do I notice anything else like inside of its head? Like maybe it's missing eyeballs?
Just missing its eyes. It has hollow, empty eye sockets. It looks like everything else is on the inside of the head.
What about the axe? I tap it with my hook.
It's metal. It's cold.
Can I move it around with my hook?
It scrapes the stone. Makes a steel on stone sound, as you would expect.
I'm gonna do it. I pick it up.
You have an axe in hand. It is a large, two-handed axe, double bearded on both sides.
Drunk wizard. Just kidding.
I didn't hear what you said anyway. So
I hunger.
right.
It's cursed.
Surprise.
You pick it up and like a little bit of confetti comes.
I do one circle around the throne. Make sure that there's not anything down there. No
drawing into the
chests,
chair.
no buttons, levers.
Give me another inspection.
It's 19.
Yeah, you look the whole thing up and down, top to bottom, left and right. Nothing strikes you as unusual or hidden secrets.
All right. Now I got a problem. I gotta get back.
Grab. Shoot a catapult at him.
Now, hold on.
Just catapult some rope up there.
That guy tried to kill your familiar.
So
Something was wrong with it anyways.
I got rope.
It's not a waste.
I've got other shit like a crowbar and a hammer and
You could probably throw a coil of that rope.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I needed to wait for it, but
Hey, Orion, it's like when you were in the hole. Bye.
I go back to my long rest, my short rest, and I'm preparing a meal.
I uncoil the magical rope from my pack and
Oh, you have a magical rope?
toss up, holding the other end.
Flies through the air, hits that medium right, bisecting the room. It unrolls up towards you.
All right. So I wrap it around my waist and tie it in a knot,
Okay.
and then hold on to it with my right hand
Yeah.
and brace that with my hook.
Okay.
While continuing to hold the axe. So I'm doing this shit. I got an axe here, hook here, and then I just wait for Cole to drag me down.
I'm actually holding on to this. Did I misunderstand the way this works? Do I now get yanked directly up to the ceiling?
He has a
Gravity
hold on it.
shifts. Gravity shifts in the middle.
Essentially, what he's hoping is that the 150-pound half elf is going to pull the 60-pound gnome up into the air.
Oh, you're wanting to come up here?
No. I'm trying
No,
to reach out.
that's the comedic response you were hoping
Yeah.
for. But
Oh, I see.
and I was ready for it,
Right.
but he didn't pull the rope.
Yeah, probably
Kind of like,
would work, yeah.
thinking about this, I'm like, oh shit, go.
I forgot you were small.
We're not just gonna leave the drunk guy up there.
Can we?
I thought that was the plan.
Then why don't you throw him a rope?
Can we flip a coin on this?
Cut the ropes up. I like him.
I reach over and with one arm just yank down. No, I'm just kidding. I have to catch him. I stand up, 30 to catch him.
Yank him down.
All right.
Oh shit. All right, whatever.
Yeah, it's 15, so I'll roll a d6 and cut it in half for you to be caught. 3 damage. Fall.
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Can you roll a
I
dice?
sit around like, ow! I reach up to like hold my already sore
But
shoulder.
It's like 10. It's still like 10 feet.
Alright.
Yeah, he kind of falls and like you're fine, but he crumples awkwardly as you catch him.
So
Probably poked himself with his own hook.
yeah, so my shoulder was already damaged. I'm like, and I reach up instinctively with my left hand, which is a hook, and stab myself in the shoulder as well.
There you go.
Ow!
That's what makes it fun.
Hey, Orion,
Before I set you down, sorry.
No, go ahead.
That's cool. Cradles the wizard.
Yeah.
That was very brave.
So I drop the axe on the ground, and I'm like, Cole, you can have this.
it's like the biggest
find
piece of
it-
shit ever.
I didn't find anything else good.
Some very good friends of ours made this for me.
Oh, your axe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's wrong with having two? I don't know how to use this
The way
damn
you
thing.
gave him like breaks at that moment. It's just,
Is it all like rusted and ancient? Yeah. Nice.
You did cast
The Goblin Bazaar.
Detect Magic,
yeah, I did.
and it is not magical.
There's nothing magical in this room, despite the
It
fact
might
that
have been
there's
out
a,
of your range before.
Yeah, I went and grabbed
okay,
you a
it's
rusty
a-
hunk of
Detect
shit.
magic doesn't necessarily see a reverse gravity spell.
Oh, that's what they asked.
Can you make an arcane check?
Oh, yeah, it's absolutely not magic at all.
Piece of
I tell you what, I'll hold on to it. The next time you want to chuck something at somebody, I'll loft it up in the air. And you can-
Perfect. I like the cut of your jib.
I break the axe, the wooden handle off of it, and just put the axe, the metal part, on my belt.
All right. Got a big old Texas belt buckle.
No, just a leather.
texture.
Oh, you mean in the center? Maybe I won't.
Okay, so
That's very awesome.
I will now proceed to short rest.
All right. You all take a short rest. Finn
All right,
takes the time
so,
to prepare a meal.
I use my time while he was doing that to cut up the vegetables and the meat. I take the decanter of endless water off of Fall's back, and then I fill up one of the
Hey.
pots I have full of water, and then I mix in a little bit of flour, and I have the meats inside of it, and eventually it comes out to be a 16-person worth of food, which is gumbo
For 16 people.
Gumbo.
for 8 people.
For 8 people.
No, 16, yeah.
16. That's a lot of food.
That is a lot.
Finn got busy.
Did get busy.
Finn, are we gonna feed them?
Yeah. I got it out for everybody.
Mira sits down and gets through her pack and pulls out a really crude-looking wooden bowl. It's like, by this time, she is back in her were-rat form, the hybrid form.
There's 9 of us, right?
5, not counting Fala,
Yeah.
11.
and then 5.
So it's 10.
Yeah.
Okay. So I made a little bit too much, but it'll last. Anyway.
Really good fish.
Thank you very much.
Hot. Really tasty fish. Hot.
Eat combo.
Spicy.
Thank you.
If you're gonna eat, if you want to eat, you can't be a rat if you're gonna eat with this though. You
All right,
gotta be a halfling.
so everybody gets.
So spicy. It's
You're gonna be racist now?
You.
Why?
You're right.
Why you hate on rats?
It's just a bit unsettling. That's all.
We help you smell creatures in dark.
That's true.
So I go ahead and take another drink.
We get
So that's 14.
So
Also, I follow.
Yeah.
Did you say you called yourself a war fighter or something?
I am a Warforged.
War forged. Does that mean you were made?
Yeah.
Made? Do you?
Yeah.
Are you alive? Or are you a construct?
I am alive.
How to cover my ears.
right.
So,
Like here
So,
comes, guys.
you were made, but you're alive.
Wait for it.
Yes.
What happens when something hurts you? When you take damage or you're injured, how do you heal? Do you have to go to a blacksmith or can a potion work on you, or can a priest heal you?
Can I answer this?
Dude, you can hear me talking to her.
First off, if you attack our Warforge, I will kill you on the spot.
I have no
first.
interest in attacking your warforge.
Second, you need to start treating Follow with a little bit of respect. She is a living person.
Hey, you! Up there!
Okay, you're just gonna have to understand, this is new to me, and she seems like a golem, so I'm trying to figure this out.
She is not a golem.
Okay,
I
Living
am not a golem.
I'm gathering that.
And here's the last part.
Okay,
Fala does bleed blood.
I like real blood, like red blood.
Yes.
Okay,
It's kind of a fluid.
It's a life fluid. I've seen this person cut in half.
all right. So Finn, just so you understand what I'm after, I came down here going to Skullport because I'm trying to find a way to replace my hand. And this person here seems to be made but alive. I want to look at her hands. I want to see how they work because it may lead to me being able to make one for myself.
Fala looks down at her three-fingered
want.
hand.
I can just pay a cleric to put your hand back.
No, I don't want that.
You can grow a new arm.
No, I don't want a new hand. I don't want to be grown a hand. I want to replace it with something that always reminds me about how I lost it.
Right?
Manchun!
No.
You will be Manchun in the future.
No.
Manchun 3?
Guys, get that shit.
Wait a
out
minute.
of
Does
here.
Manchun have the hand of Ekman?
Really?
Just lore check here.
No.
Oh, what the hell are you talking about?
Okay.
I don't like him.
I point to the.
He said,
There's a gauntlet tattoo on my arm.
Uh huh.
This is the hand of Manchun. Is the whole reason we're here. We believe it can
Arm
cure our
or something.
curses.
His whole
We're
arm.
here for the hand of a mage.
Well, I'm missing a hand. How convenient.
And you're
All of
a
our-
mage.
I am a mage. So are you.
Are you Manchun?
No.
This half-elf definitely
don't
does
think.
not look anything like the simulacrum that you fought.
Wait, no, but he was a half elf though.
Are you a
Manchun was
doppelganger?
a half elf.
Manchun is a
okay. I thought he was a half elf. I thought he was a
He
pale,
definitely looks a
black
little-
hair.
Agree to disagree. I'm just saying. I forget.
Wait, is this why you guys kept asking about doppelgangers?
No.
Oh.
Maybe.
Look, maybe Manchun
Look it.
identifies as a human.
Whatever. Fala, can I look at your hands?
Fala gives forward her three-fingered hands.
So, calm down, halfling. If someone cut one of your hands off, what would happen to you?
I kill you on this
Well, I would lose my
not
hand.
if I get to him first.
I wouldn't have one anymore.
But would it grow
Well,
back?
I would have one.
Well,
I wouldn't have two anymore.
would the one that you lost grow back?
No?
How?
I'm not. Why would it?
Would the one that you lost could it be reattached? Could you make a new one?
It could probably be put back. I've never lost a hand before. I don't know.
Huh.
Do you want do you want Fallah's hand?
No, I don't want her hand. I'm just trying to understand. Clearly, she's not a normal humanoid, right? Can we all agree on that? That she's not an elf or a halfling or a human, right? Yeah. She's functional. She looks like some kind of construct. Yeah? Everyone agree?
Good
point, Captain.
She made a medal.
Fallah is a
You just want a medal.
creation, not unlike a construct, but Fallah has the mind of a child.
Uh-huh. But she's two things. She's constructed and alive.
Yeah.
If I'm going to replace my hand with something other than...
There's a gnome in Waterdeep. We'll
She's
do
the
it for you.
third thing.
Yeah,
She is our
I know a guy.
very deeply good friend
Mechanical
of
hand's not
ours.
that hard to do.
Yeah,
Really?
Like my mom has one of those. It's made out of Nancy.
Why didn't anyone tell me this?
You went in the hole.
It's actually fairly. You can rent them.
Lived in Waterdeep my whole life. I never knew this. I don't understand. All right, Fallah. Sorry, never mind.
Fallah is.
2 shots in a row.
Waterdeep
16.
his whole life, like this entire time, it's just been people laughing behind his back. I told them they can't make them. They believed me.
The drunk guy is.
Well, I wasn't always drunk. Well, you guys don't know the story yet. So.
He's walking in the wrong place. Is like, give me a hand.
No one ever does.
Everybody gets to add a d6 to all their healing, and then everybody gets to add +1 to any of the hit dice that they
Healing.
use.
I don't wait.
Actually,
What?
not taking any damage.
Short rest.
Taking any damage.
You get to burn hit dice, which is a new thing. How many hit points are you down?
0.
No, I get 24 to 31, so 6, 7. I'm down
Okay.
to 7.
You could probably roll
So
one
you get
d6
D6s
Uh-huh.
for your levels. You have 5 of them to use.
Yeah.
And then you get some back at the end of a long rest. You get half back.
Okay.
So you get a free D6 from him.
Okay.
So I would say
Use 2 plus my free one.
Conservatively use 2 more. Sure. That's what I'm gonna
Well, I definitely got all my hit points back.
do.
So
Also
Perfect.
use 2 more.
question about that.
I don't need
injured.
So that's
So then I just mark that I used 2 of my hit die. Is that yeah? Okay.
But you also get to add you should just use 1 hit die, like because you're gonna get an extra d6 from me.
I know, but I already did it.
He rolled 2. You don't
I
have.
rolled
I think
3
you
and
did
I.
right.
Oh, yeah.
He used yours plus 2 more.
Yeah,
He
that's
only
right.
is
Yeah.
missing 4 health.
No, he was using.
No, I was missing 7.
7.
7.
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
So you
back,
get that
back to
one
my
hit
horrible
point.
roll. then.
Yeah, he told me that, so
2
I did it, but
plus
it's cool. I used 2. I got 3 left.
6
And I'll.
plus 5 is 11. That's better. Okay.
All right. At the end of this rest, everybody has eaten Finn's gumbo and talked to Fallah, and Fallah has been spending like a good 45 minutes just looking at his hand, trying to figure it out.
And I'm going to have a little talk.
You keep
about
saying fall at
Fallah
his.
And
They keep saying
hands
her.
attached.
because Fallah is a construct, Fallah has no gender at all.
Ah, okay.
And
Yeah.
since she has a childlike mind, I'm going to explain to her that her hands need to stay attached. Very important.
Exactly.
And we don't listen to the crazy drunk man anymore. We don't. Okay?
Okay.
Keep your hands to your on. Stay on.
Keep my hands to myself.
Stay on.
Yes. Yes. Keep your hands.
Don't share them.
No sharing hands.
Keep my hands to myself.
On. Just keep them on. You know?
Listen, don't worry. If you take one off,
No.
apparently there's a guy that Grim knows that will rent you one.
Can I have 3?
Sure. Yeah.
Now that she asked that, can I have 3?
If we get back, hands for all. Okay?
You imagine a wizard with
Also,
2
yes.
hands on each
Hands
arm?
around the world.
You know how many spells I could cast at once?
Just one.
Still just one.
Still just one.
So, at the end of your rest,
Cole knows all.
Mira and the other were-rats kind of look at one another and they get all set and they're feeling a little bit better. You see that they have a little bit more life in their eyes.
They probably think we're crazy.
They might think you're just a little bit crazy. They've definitely kept to themselves and kept to the other side away from you. But Mira comes up to the wall and you see that she kind of runs her hands over it and then
Why didn't we think of that?
and a stone door slides open. A crease seemingly invisible. You're actually not going to see this hidden passage on there because I edited this one out. But it goes from this corner, kind of diagonal a little bit to the side. Sorry. It is
The other side.
this corner right here, that way. About to where that is. Should see that there. There you go. Go ahead and reveal that whole room. It comes to the end of another tunnel, and you see that she immediately comes up to this wall, and she kind of puts her ear to it, and she says, "No, here sense anything on the other side. It might be danger. Don't know. Can't hear."
I try to bring my familiar back, and instead of it coming back, you just hear the sound of gears grinding together. Damn.
You're having a bad day, man. You alright?
Fala comes
I
up.
don't think so.
Fala comes up to the
Check
door
your
and
head.
says, "I can hear and see what's on the other side."
How far?
What?
She adjusts her hands, interestingly enough, and you see that an invisible glove kind
If
of
it comes off, I'm gonna scream.
materializes itself around her hands. And you see that it's like a humanoid glove, so it's got 2 floppy fingers on it. But she puts them up against the wall, and Grim, you can kind of feel the magic on it. Your detect magic has fallen off, of course, but you can still kind of sense that these are a magical item. And as she does so, she puts them against the stone and listens. There's an Etten over there.
Yeah, who
An
what?
Etten?
An Etten.
Like a giant.
They're pretty big.
Is that something that
I don't know anything
we're all
about it.
ready for? I'm ready.
There's 2.
Ooh.
There are 2 Ettins.
Any sign of the people, though?
She's saying this out loud.
Yeah.
Can you hear them
Do
talking?
you know anything about that?
Yeah, there's a lot of voices. There's 4 heads on them. Ettins are weird.
What are they saying?
I can't understand them. It's another language.
What language do they speak? Giant?
I don't know.
Do you know?
No, I mean, is it one I know? That's what I'm saying.
They would be speaking either in giant or goblinoid race.
And Goblinoid? Because I speak Goblinoid.
Yeah, but you can't hear them.
Oh, right. Good point. Good point.
Rat things.
Can you repeat what you hear, Paula?
There's a lot of voices.
Any words that stand out? Anything that stands out that you can maybe try to mimic in case they're speaking a language I understand?
Badoinky? But I don't know what badoinky is. I heard that.
Okay. I don't know what that word means either.
So in goblinoid, it's a word for massive turd.
Oh.
Oh man, I just did a total
So that means maybe one of them might be taking a dump. That's the best I got here.
So they're hungry.
Or they just ate.
That's what I'm saying.
One of the
They have
two,
that
right?
weird symbol on their heads. The circle with the 10 lines.
Oh, Xanatars.
Oh.
Ooh, we're gonna screw. Let's get them.
What does this mean?
It means they're servants of
Yeah.
one of our our greatest enemies.
Finn, what do you think?
Well, magic's gone. I can't see
Those
anymore.
adventurers are somewhere over here. We gotta go through here anyway. I figure if we get them before they get us, it's probably better. This time, though, and I speak softly, even though I'm saying this loud, Orion, you need to wait for us so we can plan out an attack this time.
What are you asking me?
I'm asking you to wait when you attack this time for all of us to get ready to attack at the same time.
Oh, sure. Okay.
Instead of a...
Charging into battle, half cocked,
Yeah.
like I usually do.
Yeah.
All right, fair enough. Thanks for saying something ahead of time, because I would have totally just done it anyway.
I'm just giving you a heads up. I like to think of myself as like someone who looks out for everybody in the group eventually.
Good man. All right, guys. So what do you want to do? Should we just start throwing spells in there? I got one ready. You want me to do it right now?
Let's all prepare a spell and then go in there and whoop their asses.
We go stealth.
I'm gonna take Guiding Bolt as mine.
The faster we get them down to 1, the better it is for all of us. My
Mira,
spirit can distract 1
Okay.
to keep them from hurting anyone but me.
How many were there? 2?
2, but 6 heads apparently.
Mira, how does
Two,
this door
two,
open?
2 heads each.
Oh, 4 heads.
Show me how the door opens.
Yeah, hollow spot. If you push on hollow spot.
Don't open it. Just show me.
Can they do the action to open the door and then we just like spam spells into them?
If you push here, door, swing, open.
And
2.
okay.
2 titans, is that what you're saying?
No.
Okay. Should we take a quick break?
I think now
If we're gonna
is
take one
probably
at
a
all,
great
we should
time for
probably
a
take
quick
one.
break.
Yeah.
I did say I was going stealth and I got a 24.
No, you didn't. They hear you.
Okay.
I'm messing with you.
Okay, everyone, thanks for watching. We've
Going
had
on a break.
24.5.
almost 7 or more viewers the whole time, so
two
it's
and two.
solid.
Nice.
So, thanks a lot, guys.
Hi,
We'll see you soon.
friends.
We'll be back. That's not a goodbye, right?
We'll be back.
We'll be back.
There you go. And we're live with the map cam.
Map cam.
It's the big uglies.
Gotta have that map cam.
There you go.
That was my best Finn impersonation.
That's good. Oh,
No, it wasn't. That's terrible. I can't sing.
You didn't sing for 8 hours.
it was something alright.
Yeah, sing for 8 hours. Finn can actually sing. I can't. Yeah, back. Chronicles of the Coast. Our break is over, and our heroes have found a secret door leading into a chamber where one of their own has used gloves of reconnaissance. Can be used once a day to see, hear through stone, wood, thin sheets of lead for 1 minute. And so they know what's hiding on the other side of the door. But first, we're going to address a couple things that we saw in our chat. We have a couple people who are actually talking to us. Some people.
Yeah.
Some new folks interested in some organized play. It's just really simple. Nightbot sucks, so it won't let us post links, but you go to wizards.com, search the organized play. You can pop in your zip code, and it will pull up every comic store in your area that does D&D Adventures League games. And you just go, and you meet people, and you play, and you have fun. That's how we all met, actually. Well, most of us. I mean, we knew each other. That's Malcolm. Some of us are friends, but it's really cool.
To say,
What's it called again?
You go to wizards.com, dndwizards.com, and you go, there's an Adventures League section, and you go to the organized play, and it gives you a little search bar to put your zip code in. Pretty easy.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what the there was another site that has all the different groups activities. That there was a bunch of D&D groups that you could.
Well, you can go to you can go on Facebook.
No, it's the cat box.
Well,
Wow.
we love kitties.
Yeah.
If you go to Facebook, there is a Adventures League group on Facebook, and that is also a fantastic place to find
Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition on Facebook, Dungeons and Dragons Adventurers League on Facebook,
Yes.
Dungeons and Dragons Adventurers League, Oregon, Southwest Washington, Dungeons and Dragons art. There's site after site after site on Facebook. Also, if I don't know what region our viewer is in, but if you're in the Southwest Washington, Portland area, Guardian Games in Portland is an amazing store.
It is.
As well as around here on the north side of the Columbian River, we have Batcave Games, Dice Age Games, Mythic Realms Games. There's another one. I don't remember the name.
Those are like the three best ones, though. Really. Like,
the other one got remodeled, and I'm
Talking about Excalibur,
what?
right?
No. Forge something. Destiny. I don't remember. There's one more. So you got to go to the D&D website on Wizards to find it. But they got remodeled, and their selection went way up, and they got private rooms.
Oh.
Yeah.
There's another one over near Vancouver Mall, I think, called G&G Games or something. They're mostly a magic shop.
CCG House.
Yeah, CCG House.
Yeah, they have D&D games as well, but they're a lot more Magic to gather.
Yeah.
So I mean,
that's where the money
realistically,
is.
any comic or card game shop in your area is very likely to have organized Adventures League play at least one night of the week.
You can also find
Say
groups.
thanks.
You can also find
They're
groups
done.
by using.
They're done with us.
Bye bye now. I'm gonna go find the game.
Goodbye.
No, they said thanks.
There's also Meetup, which is an app that you can get on your phone, and they post things on there all the time.
Meetup. That's what I was trying to think of.
Oh.
There's groups that are in the Meetup.
Yeah,
community.
Meetup is a great app. That's a
Yeah.
fantastic tool to use.
That's why I started
Do
looking.
we got
at those
anything
too.
else? Any more questions?
We're like that guy who wrote that script on that episode of Rick and Morty. He's like super happy to just tell somebody about it.
Right.
Dan got banned.
Yeah. I got banned. Yeah, just for a little bit.
I might have to relax Nightbot's
Thanks, you
restrictions
guys are
a
great.
little bit.
You're great.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's find some
Everybody's
Madness, eh?
Yeah.
Shall this hour be sponsored by horrible Canadian accents?
I think so, eh?
Let's do this, eh?
Yes, let's
Whoop
go
some
eat some
hosers.
maple syrup. No?
Brought to you by Royal Kraken Bait and Company.
Oh, horrible
We
Canadian
might
accent.
offend Canadians, but we would never know because they'd be like, "Oh, it's all right."
Yeah.
Right. Hey, oh, pardon me. Do you want a donut?
Yeah, we understand it. We are funny, you know.
Oh, you Southerners, you're so funny. Oh, I just love you and your Customs.
Things like I shouldn't wear flannel today.
What are you talking about? If it was double denim, it'd be that Canadian tuxedo.
Oh, yeah, denim Dan, baby.
Did you? Last thing off topic, and then we'll get to killing Ettins. Did you see the petition to sell Montana to Canada
Yeah.
for $1 trillion?
Oh yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah. So who's moving?
Wow.
Not a bad idea.
Canada turned it down.
Let's just get annexed into.
Yes, let's go. There's a lot of land in Montana.
Yellowstone. Fantastic. Okay.
Yeah, they can have the explosion.
Ettin.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Explosions don't discriminate there, John.
Hey, it happened in their soil, so it's their problem. Man.
Canada's going to pay for it.
What's the plan?
All right, so
Well, you know that there are two ends on the other side. You don't really know what is in there. Fala had told you that they seem to be conversing. They are friendly with one another, which is actually kind of funny for Ettins, since Ettin heads, the two on one body, typically will argue with each other.
all right, spellcasters throw out something first, and then we should let our
All right, Grim. So
our melee creatures.
we got 2 ways to approach this. I don't know exactly what you got in your spell book, but the biggest, baddest spells I got are Stinking Cloud and Fireball. Now, I can only cast one of them, so.
Well, I don't have Steve. That sounds fantastic. Stinking Cloud, we must discuss.
Okay.
But I got a fireball.
You got a Fireball? So, here, if I launch Stinking Cloud in there, that's gonna potentially choke them, whatever, and maybe make them puke or something, incapacitate them to one degree or another.
If you do that, you're gonna make it so that our melee creatures can't go in there.
Okay, he has a point. Or we could double cast Fireball.
I think that's better.
Is your cloud
I could unload a web in there
Concentration?
first.
Yes, you certainly could.
What was that, Cole?
Fire, though?
is your cloud concentration?
Concentration.
Are you asking-
concentration.
You asking me if I'm drunk? Because yes.
Constipated?
Stinking Cloud, does it require concentration? Is that your question? It doesn't look like it. Cloud lingers in the air for the duration. Does not require concentration.
So it's just gonna be there for like a minute.
Oh, it does say concentration. Up to 1 minute.
We think they're just going to rush us.
Yeah.
Bottleneck.
Well,
Yeah, where
you
are
guys
we?
gonna
Are
attack
we
him.
here?
We're gonna
Or
do
are we
surprise
there?
round
Oh, we're
first.
over there? Okay.
Dual fireball.
Hold on.
Let him rush. Let him rush us.
Yeah,
I'm
so
just hoping.
Well, Sunday
I'm
needs to
still-
go before they
I'm
do.
hoping.
I could
That's why I keep
bring the
saying
cloud up,
cloud.
drop the cloud.
No cloud.
However, their reaction in character will only last for a short time. The reality is, mechanically,
Can't run back out.
lasts for 1 round.
Stinking Cloud lasts for 1 round.
What?
No.
It lasts for up to 1 minute, but if I don't concentrate on it, it goes away, right?
Yeah.
But their reaction to it, let's say they both fail, and they start convulsing and coughing or whatever, that lasts for their turn, and that's it.
Okay.
I think they have to save against it.
Yeah.
They do, but
and they have to
if they
save.
fail to save,
Oh, sure,
it only
yeah.
lasts for 1 turn.
Yeah, but then they save again the next round.
Right, unless I drop the cloud, because
Right.
the melee can't get in there, right? So,
If you drop the cloud in the room and then I stand at the
edge of the cloud.
edge of the cloud,
Mm-hmm.
that would be a good way to do it.
The only problem is Sunday needs to be able to hit somebody before they move. That way
Which sometimes with the assassin can't go in first.
those crits though, man.
Well, right now we have
You just gotta come in a minute.
the element of surprise, so we should use that to our advantage. We should use that to our advantage.
I've got
Sunday,
Saying.
I still have a potion of
Do
invisibility.
you want to go in first?
Sunday could be in
Because-
before we start.
I have this spell, Darkness.
We can't cast if we can't see.
Just blast them.
Just a couple of fireballs.
Yeah, let me stand in front.
Sure you don't want to web them first?
No.
Okay.
Web them after.
All right. Done. I'm down. Let's do it.
Okay.
Web the hall in front.
All right, so let's
Are we
do it like
looking
this
at
then. All right, let's do. Mira opens the door.
And
You
get
and I
the dodge
prepare an action that as soon as we see these Ettins, we both launch a fireball right in their punk asses.
Okay. Let's do it. So we are both.
Yeah.
We're both. What is it? What do you call that?
We are readying
A readying in action.
that Mira's going to open the door for us, and as soon as we get line of sight on both ends, fireball.
Yeah, we're both gonna drop a fireball right in their asses.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Or in proximity of their asses.
Mira in were-rat form.
I'll do that then, okay?
Okay.
Yeah, I'll cast Bane on them. When he throws in the fireballs, I'm casting Bane.
Open door. You. Run in. Go. Stab, kill things.
Well, don't we need to get over here? Here. Me and...
Yeah, go ahead. Put yourselves in whatever orders you feel like.
we gotta be here to see, right?
Like, what's the door? That outlet or
Is this the
flush
door?
with the
That's the
cavern
door.
walls?
It's
So is there a little alcove like that? Or
sorry. This is the tunnel. This is going to continue on like this.
Right.
This is supposed to be where the door
Okay,
is.
so we're right
Okay.
up there. Mira's like right in between us.
Yeah, I'm a noob with Dwarven Forge. I don't know how secret doors work with those sets.
I don't know.
I'm certain there's a way. I just don't know how.
Right.
You take one of the square ones and you stick it right there.
Yeah.
I am grabbing a hold of Fala's hand and telling Fala to
Wait,
stay back.
before we go anywhere up there, I'm just gonna go ahead and cast Mirror Image on myself.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, you don't have mage armor.
Nope. But that's alright, because now there's 3 of me.
Just great.
Did you get inspiration?
What?
Inspiration is a Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition mechanic where if I think somebody does something that's like really true to their character, above and beyond, exceptionally daring, or just really makes me laugh, for whatever reason, I feel like I'm going to reward you for that. You get inspiration. So you have an extra d20 that you can roll with any other d20 roll and give yourself advantage.
And you can also give it out to friends.
You can also give it to somebody if they find themselves in a bad place.
Ah, okay.
Give it to the DM too if you want.
And it doesn't go away, right?
It does not go away.
That would be what that inspiration slot is for on my character sheet.
My God, you know that spell too, huh?
I try to remind myself to give it out to somebody at least once, and if I had been drinking milk, Rick, you would have made me squirt it out my nose.
Wait, so you're giving it to him? Or
Yeah,
me?
I'm gonna give him
Oh,
those for
he's giving it to you. You're the one with inspiration.
If
huh?
you can do something really, if you can attempt to do something really incredible or really true to your character, above and beyond, I'll give you one too.
Oh.
But it's kind of above and beyond. Or if somebody is not the normal role player, the quiet type who doesn't say a whole lot, and they decide that they're all of a sudden they jump in and role play for 15 seconds, I'll more than happily give them something for that.
Awesome.
See, I don't do the voice, so
It's
I
a
try to
popularity
make it
contest.
Yeah, I'm not very good at that either. Well, I'm good at
With
playing
this
drunk
character.
because I drink a lot. So.
Because it's not acting.
This is easy.
This is not that far out of character.
This is simple.
I'm really good at role playing, guys.
Yeah. I take
I just gotta
being
read
wasted.
my paper. Which one?
List of actions here.
Pretty much.
Doors opens. I'm gonna run in, bane them. They're gonna throw fireballs.
what?
Cole's gonna step in front. No, I can't use a bonus.
you
I
do it
can't
all
ready a
at the same
bonus
time?
action.
So wait,
But my
you
action
wanna,
is going to be dodge.
So we want to switch up the plan a little. You want to hit him with Bane first,
Yeah.
and we're not at the doors.
So I'm standing
all three of
one in
you.
front of you.
Cole, you're in the way.
At the very front, and we're going to take our turns to walk in his space, cast fireball and bane and stuff like that, and walk backwards.
Oh, okay.
I just noticed that there's something missing from this. There is
Dragon.
that right there.
Dragon, yeah, that's what was missing.
Trust me,
Forgot
these
about the
Ettins are gonna be tough enough.
Okay, so mirror image makes 3 copies of me. So there's right now there's 4
Essentially-
Orions.
Essentially, if I'm going to hit you, I have to roll an additional d20, and on certain numbers, I strike a mirror image instead of you.
Pick the number.
Gaze upon our death.
Yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot of words in this
There's a
spell.
lot to mirror image, but it's really cool.
Right.
It's a great spell.
Fair,
Okay,
though.
Good shit.
Mirror lets you know that she is ready with her
Is it
whisker
zoomed
twitching.
in all in and out right now? It's just default. Say that again, Mira.
Mirror, ready.
That's good.
Okay, but Cole's still in front of us. That's a problem.
Cole's not in front just yet.
But
We're-
he
can step
is
by me.
in here.
Yep, we can all walk past
we
him.
can all walk right past Cole.
Okay, okay, all right.
The tunnel's 10 feet wide,
They're
so you
10
can
feet
step right
always.
past.
Okay, I got you. All right.
Okay, so Mira, you're gonna open the door, and then we're gonna fireball, and
Nope. Finn's going to go in first.
Oh, Finn
Bane
first.
Then,
Yeah.
and then you guys are going to fireball.
then okay, so that's the way it is. Mira, you open the door, let Finn by.
You say, ready, go.
3,
Go.
go.
Yeah, okay. Door slides open. The two Ettins kind of like turn their foreheads in unison just to look over there, not realizing what's going on. And events unfold. I'm going to have you roll for initiative now, and you get a surprise round.
Not their 5 heads, but their 4 heads.
Oh, Ettins.
Great.
Oh, Ettins. Okay.
16 attacks.
21.
21 for Orion. Anybody get
22.
higher than? Oh, 22 for Finn?
Me.
Oh, for Sunday? Nice, Sunday.
I'll be right here.
But I'm not going to go first.
Right where you normally are.
You almost said belong,
actually,
didn't you?
Your crossbow
You almost said
right now
belong.
means to crit.
Cole?
Short bow?
Yeah,
Cole. Initiative?
you got a short bow?
7.
I do.
7. Familiar?
For me,
Yeah.
familiar
This would
is
be
a
your
7.
time to assassinate.
Timbers?
Because
And
you
a
act before they
19
do.
for timbers.
So you
Follow.
auto crit.
Perfect.
Got
We're right after
10.
each other.
Follow got
Nice.
10.
So this actually worked out pretty good.
I just have
Did you
to
get before these guys?
Doesn't matter. It's
Yeah, you still have to
Kind
hit.
of does.
and
That's
it'd
why
be
you
3
roll.
dice sixes.
No.
Okay.
Okay. The two Ettins have turned. You have a complete surprise round to do your plan before they are able to react to you. They have looked into the darkness where you were standing. Mira dashes and runs away, scurrying along the wall, trying to brush past and get back with the other were-rat halflings. Continue. Sunday, what do you do?
You
I'm gonna
bang.
launch an arrow in there.
No.
No.
Get my
Wait.
sneak attack assassinate
Sunday is
with a
first
bow.
first. So go down the line.
All right. Well, that kind of screws up.
Well,
the
you
plan,
have
man.
you have a
Like, we had
ready to
plan.
action.
Yeah, we
you have
have
a ready to action, so
actions.
I'll let you take your ready to
Okay.
action before everything else. I mean, but to cycle through all those ready to actions, I'm just gonna let Finn do his first, and then we'll go with normal initiative.
Okay.
Okay.
Guys, so run in, and I look at the two of them, and I cut a little bit of blood off my hand. I cut my hand, so there's a little bit of blood on it with a dagger, and I yell out, "I envy the people who haven't seen you."
Envy the people.
My
Saving
mind just
throw?
melts.
Yep, give me a charisma saving throw. You're trying to beat 15.
Oh, come on.
This is not considered a charm, is it? Bane?
I don't think Bane is a charm.
I don't think Bane is really much of a status effect. It's outside of Bane.
Yeah. I mean, you would have disadvantage if it was charm.
I got an 18.
That passes. For both of them?
Oh, yeah, no, the other one was 10. Wait. Charisma,
Wait,
you said?
I don't know if
I
that
got a
passes.
17.
For both?
17 and 9.
Well, I don't know if that passes.
I don't know if that passes or not because I didn't understand your language just then. So I'm gonna pretend that I have no idea what you just said because I really wasn't paying attention. But they roll a 6.
Yes.
He picks the highest number
I
and turns it into a
honestly
6.
did not say what happened. I'm gonna let it slide. I told the number, but
Too many damn
doing that's what we got these things for.
That's your badge, Finn. Put your badge.
I didn't
back
drink
on.
all that
bad.
soda
Right
for
here.
nothing.
This is
Oh, that's so much enough.
We really got to print some of those effect rings.
Put your bane
Finn
down.
goes to like cut his
Put your
hand
bane on
and
him.
like make his hand bleed for his bane, and I'm like, no, Finn, you need a warrior's blood this time.
Oh, dang.
And I,
Oh, me?
And that sets Cole into his rage.
Okay. So they're Bane, I step back and they're just like hiding in the corner now.
Alright. Sunday.
I'm going to launch an arrow into that red one.
Okay.
roll some beautiful die 20s.
Assassinate.
Come on, man. What is that?
That's a freaking 14, 13.
9 plus your
Wait.
proficiency bonus plus your dex
Do you
bonus.
get advantage because you're first acting and you're an assassin?
I do. You're right. I do.
You're acting before them
Yes.
in the order. That's why you have sneak attack.
15. Yes. Thank you. Forgot about that.
Be a lot more than 15.
Should be more than 15.
So it's 11 plus.
You got 11 plus your
6,
efficiency
right?
bonus, which is 3. 11, 12, 13, 14. Plus your dexterity bonus, which should be at least
18.
a 2.
18.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hit.
18. Did it, so that is max damage.
Roll that beautiful crit assassin footage.
Jeez. 50 cal just shoots out of the corner.
Where's your flow chart, Sunday?
Yeah.
Oh,
I
right.
got it. It's max. So
You're about to roll 3 die 6.
The only thing that's different, instead of a d8, it's another d6.
3.
4, 5.
3, a 1, and a 1.
So that's 5.
5
Plus the
plus
max of all those, which is 18. So 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Plus your dex bonus, which is 3, 26. And that's it.
26.
That's one hell of an arrow.
26
It's like a
total?
nuclear arrow.
Right?
Mini nuke and Fallout. Suck on this.
Assassins are great, man.
Disengage and get out of the way.
Don't even need to disengage, but yeah.
Well, I'm
She,
getting out
I
of
didn't
here.
shoot it, but like she
We
had
got
to
a
walk
drunken
out, shoot, walk
fool
back.
over here.
Okay.
You guys move in.
Good job, Sunday. That arrow
Yeah.
like flies through the air like you said, and just and you hear it puncture square in the chest, and immediately the head on the left starts going.
Oh, shit. Hit alone.
It can hurt my throat. Orion.
Do we do like the fusion dance from Dragon Ball Z and do our fireball, or we just
Yeah,
do
we're
like
Twin Ryukins.
right?
Double dance.
All right, I go with the plan.
right?
I unload fireball. I
Yeah.
assume I gotta roll a d20,
Twin Ryukins.
Yeah.
right?
Jesus, stick to the plan, guys. Stick to the plan.
You don't roll nothing.
There
He
you go.
rolls.
You roll
Yeah.
the damage though.
Oh no. He makes me roll because I've been drinking.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Can I?
give you advantage.
Wait. Can I assist? He already has advantage.
So he walked to the front, right, when he cast it?
Yeah, he did. Laser beams.
Yeah, like he
Woo, a 1 and a 9. So what check is that?
Constitution saving throw.
Con. Okay, so that's 11.
You said the DC was how high?
How many drinks are you up to? 12?
wait,
16.
But he had an hour off.
He had an hour off.
No, I already erased 1, so that was 17 down to 16.
Can I assist him with an Arcana check? Like realizing he's about to totally fuck this up.
Shoot the wall, and you're like,
Can you use your other potion dice?
You know,
Going in
go
the right
ahead.
direction.
Yeah.
Can you use your die for that?
He's like arguing with one of his mirror images.
have a high one?
Shut up! I got this.
That's totally what's going on, right?
He's better than a 9.
You should have had you roll for that mirror image too. Forgot about that. That's okay.
That only
I have a high
17
number,
though,
right?
right? He would only
Go
just
ahead and
use
roll a
the
d6 for me.
He's used to the mirror image being drunk.
Don't fail me,
Hold up,
these
since one second,
Come on.
since
So
I
the
made
mirror
a,
image is always drunk.
since I made a reaction
That's what I
check
said.
to see what happened last time, can I sort of see that he's fucking this up again?
Your reaction.
Oh, you see it
You
all
don't
right.
have your reaction.
I do.
It's a
No, I
a
know I
held
don't.
action.
No, I know I don't have my reaction right now, but I used my reaction previously when he screwed up like
see
this
what was happening.
to try to understand what
Hey,
happened.
hey Grim. Hey Grim.
Uh-oh.
Shut up for a minute.
Let's hope that something epic happens.
Just try to save us.
Baby.
Your fireball launches off as intended. However, when you do this, it gathers up too much heat and power as you lift it up and over. As it flies forth out of your hands, there is this massive backdraft, like standing in front of a jet engine. Just and your hair flies straight backwards and singes your skin and hair, and you take
That's
15 fire damage.
awesome. Oh, damn.
Guess I'll just dive in, right?
As the fireball flies through the air, you give kind of a sideways glance over at Grim, who's knowing that you're fucking this up. And as you look over, there's this. Does your character have facial hair? Yeah.
Yeah, it's gone
It's
now.
like just wicks of flame on his face.
There's your bird.
I haven't summoned it.
It's very like very Looney Tunes. So just
Smells like chicken tonight, boy.
Oh my good lord. Okay.
You're fun.
Definitely.
All right.
Your
So
fireball did go off as intended, so you roll that damage.
Nice.
So you burned yourself.
Either one
all
save.
right.
You roll the save.
Stand to the side next time you do that.
My mirror images all just turn and look at me as their beard singes off.
Looking for peanuts.
I gotta find fireball.
It's 8 dice 6.
It's 8 now.
Yeah.
It used to be 3. Okay.
You're next.
No, it's all changed.
Yeah. All right.
Come on.
We'll double this
Come on.
up. Let's get this shit out of the tray.
Cole's blood's pumping. He wants to rush in there. Calm down, Cole. Calm down.
That's 10.
Yeah, buddy.
That Bane.
I know, it kind of seems like we're working the
10,
ways.
26. 26.
No, that do it.
26 damage.
26 fire damage.
Yep.
Right, that's exactly what that arrow did.
In a radius too, right?
Oh, yeah.
Is
It fills that room. It
That
fills
whole
that room.
Yeah. 20-foot radius.
20-foot area of effect.
Wow.
Each of these is 10?
Yeah.
And then, so it
5,
explodes.
yeah.
It fills that entire room with flame, just erupts everywhere. These Ettins, you can see them silhouetted in the light of the blast, just. And Timbers.
A little buzzed from our fusion dance. Took a little of that. I lobbed the fireball off at the Ettins with one of my pine cones that I pull from beneath my jacket. And yeah, they got a save 16.
My rolls tonight have been absolutely atrocious. Hey, I mean, there's a great balance to the universe. For every crit, there's a 1, and I think I'm.
The law of disproportion has given them all to you tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which means next week you're all dead.
Yeah.
I was just going to say thank you, almighty DM. Oh, look at that.
Wow, what spell
That
level
is a
did you
lot
cast
of
that at?
sixes.
Fireball.
Holy crap.
Dice 6 fireball. 12.
Wow.
It just looks like a lot of dice in there. It must be all those 6s.
A lot of
12,
fives.
13, 14, 15, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 32, 37.
Holy shit.
How does it
So
die?
as you throw this fireball, you tell me what this looks like, because it's your spell.
I'm like breathing the life into this
Pine cone.
fire pine cone thing, and I'm like, it's like when you're blowing like a fireball with like 151, like it's like starting to leak all over my hands, and it's like starting to go down my shirt, and I'm like, oh. I like look at him and I'm like, how do you live like
I'm
this?
just like-
Oh, God. And I throw it.
With the boots.
Yeah.
How do you live like this? As it flies through the air, it seems to take on like this screaming devil face and appearance,
awesome.
and just explodes center and erupts with this unearthly, hellish fire.
Oh yeah.
One of them dies.
Yes.
Yeah!
Boy.
I'm like, put out my mustache.
Right,
What's
it's
left
still
of it?
burning.
Yeah.
You literally conjured a mustache because it was gone.
You were the good one, weren't you?
How do you live like this? It's so good. It's awesome.
That's cool.
Follow walks up and she's just like, okay. She rolls a 12 plus 6. That's 18. And she's shooting a crossbow.
On her turn.
Yeah, like she is the next person.
Yeah, on her turn. Okay.
Wait, I thought we were in a surprise round still.
Oh, yeah. You are. However, on their turn, something happens. The doors explode open. And the door over there explodes open. And a few people rush out of this door, seeing that what is going on.
Room's on
There
fire.
is a half-orc fighter, a half-orc rogue of sorts, a tiefling sorceress, and a dwarven
Insidious is dead.
cleric.
Hey!
Thank you for telling us what their classes are.
They rush out, and it's immediately, as soon as they do, after that fireball clears, as the flames just dissipate and you can see through, and Fala's already loading that crossbow, there are people in there you haven't seen, and this half-orc takes her axe and swings right at the leg of that Etten.
Kill stealers.
It's friends.
She rolls a
Kill
hit.
stealers.
It's the party.
Yeah.
Are these
I
the people
got
you're
you.
looking for?
Perhaps, yeah.
She rolls a hit. She does fucking shit damage.
It's a 1.
Yeah, it cleaves into the back of the Etten, like right into the back of its knee, and you see it kind of buckle a little bit. It's still on fire, putting its beard out. The other one is like
Faces, heads.
the other three in the back don't take any action. However, they have run out there, and you see them now. Fala
awesome.
can follow up with their turn.
Yeah, her crossbow. So she hit him with an 18, right?
She did. She hit.
That is
Paula.
11 damage.
George is like, I feel sick,
No,
Larry.
that 8 damage, sorry.
Yeah.
Not 11, because she's not adding her proficiency bonus to the damage.
I feel as if I've been banged, George.
So weak.
It hurts, and it's still hurting.
Okay. Cool. See you, Cole.
Sensing the end of this fight, I'm gonna change my plan and just run in and stab my axe into his head.
Since thin cutting puts you in a rage.
That's a really good roll there. I'm not raging, so 17 damage. First shot.
17.
Oh, so close. 9 damage in the second shot.
Nice. What does it look like?
Oh, just
Jumping.
Chip chop.
Nothing special at this time.
And it's just like chopping lumber on a net and leg. You cleave its leg clean off.
Scream out, sweep the knee, Cole!
Showing the other half orc what's what. You go for the knee as well, and you cleave that leg straight off and through, and the Etten drops to the ground. Down with a thud. Familiar?
Tis but a flesh wound.
Right?
Come back here! I'll bite your legs off!
Bite your legs off.
Flesh wound my eyes, it hurts!
Quit your bickering! Kill them already!
Familiar.
Cole just does
Familiar is actually not present.
Michelin Man.
Oh, yeah.
1 foot up.
Then why'd you give me the familiars
Sorry,
initiative?
I forgot about that.
Finn.
Oh yeah, forgot I'm dead last. No, I already went.
That was a ready
round.
action.
Surprise
Yeah,
round.
that was my ready to action for the surprise round,
Yeah.
so it's top of the order Sunday.
Sunday.
They still haven't
I'm not
gone,
gonna do
so you
anything.
still have advantage.
What, Sunday? Kill that bad boy.
No, I'm good. I'm staying right here.
Wow.
Orion? You just want to see Orion throw another spell.
I'm not getting in the way of that shit. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, it's another free crit.
Oh, Orion
Yeah, it's another
strolls in.
Yeah, I was gonna say, dude.
That's as far as I can go, right? 30 feet?
Yeah, 30 feet.
Yeah. Okay.
That's why you hate rogues, right?
So he walks in just glaring at this thing, pissed off, smoke rolling off of his beard. And you can see his eyes almost start to glow as he readies what you would recognize as magic missile. So I'm just gonna unload magic missile on its ass. And
Specifically or in
For
general?
the belly.
You just
just at it, just straight at it. Yeah, anywhere, wherever. Not specifically its asshole, just
Buttocks.
somewhere.
How does it
Magic
die?
missile doesn't miss.
Oh.
Oh, I didn't even have to roll drunkenness or nothing.
Well, no, you gotta roll that, but
Oh,
it's gonna die too.
No, that's gonna happen.
good.
If you're casting it on level 1, it's gonna be pretty
You're right. Actually, he very much could just.
Hit Cole in the back
This
of the
spell
head.
could just flump.
Completely ruin everything.
Wait a second, is he
people
rolling an
were
attack?
me,
Or does it automatically hit?
He's got to roll his drunk
It's drunken.
magic.
My Jesse's contrived drunk
I think it's
chart
probably-
of
Yeah,
Like
go ahead.
DD.
Use your wild magic.
advantage, disadvantage. What?
You have
Just
advantage.
regular
Advantage.
advantage.
Yeah.
That's lovely. Where's my this good old trusty die right here? That still sucks. So that's a con check, right? That's
Yeah.
a 13. I didn't beat it.
Give me a d6 roll.
Fuck. 3. Middle of the road.
Should have been a dwarf mage.
Go ahead and roll your damage for me.
What is it? 3d4?
3d4 plus 3.
Oh god, you would have been great as a dwarf.
First one,
You wouldn't be able to
see.
get drunk.
1,
second one,
3,
third one.
2.
Cole, you take 1 damage to the back as a magic missile strikes you, like right in the upper shoulder deltoid area. Just.
I was waiting for it. As soon,
Right.
as soon as I heard him start to mumble his verbal component, I'm like,
Here it comes. Here it comes. I know it's coming.
Brace for it, brace
It's
for
like
it.
someone's pointing
Like,
their
right, like 1/2 a second after it hits him, I'm like, Cole, look out!
The magic missile that did the 4 damage strikes square into the upper shoulder torso between the 2 heads and blows through and kind of separates the heads by another chunk.
Bisected
missing it. Yeah, they begin to kind of like rip apart in these weird amalgamation of ribs from a rib cage that shouldn't exist that way. As for the other one, it's
Did it die?
yeah,
okay.
yeah, he dies. And as for the third missile, strikes the half orc rogue over there. Just
Look out!
Now we kill them.
no.
The
The other half orc looks at the rest of her party. She's like, "Do we kill them?"
No.
And we're gonna call
wait,
it a
no,
night.
put it up. Wait, put it back.
Okay.
Oh, you
All
gonna
right,
do
so
something?
yep, right after that, I storm up to it, reach into the body cavity, and pull out like a handful of blood, and just put my face out. Anything that's still smoking or smoldering. So then I'm like,
Save the beard.
Anybody got any willow bark? This hurts a little bit.
That's a very specific, but yes.
You do? Thank you. I take this piece of willow bark and just like shove it in my mouth and start chewing on it. Willow bark contains aspirin.
And that's where we will call it a night.
All right.
Good job, everybody.
Diet and die.
Right? And we survived the
So, I'm covered in Eden blood, my beard is gone, and I'm chewing on a piece of tree bark.
alcohol.
You know what they've been eating?
"You 20 drinks."
The dust!
Oh!
Yeah.
Drunk
You need
smoke casting is
sunglasses.
fun.
Yeah.
It definitely does add an interesting element.
For real.
I was really hoping that you would do something with that, like drunkenness, because like you gotta cast a spell, right? It's intricate, like doing this kind of shit, right? Like specific gestures. When you're
Yeah, you
wasted,
can
just try to
slur
walk in a
words.
straight fucking line, let alone do
Yeah.
that, you know?
You can slur your words and mess stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can work out the kinks in a little bit to make it a little bit more mechanically sound because it seems you fail a lot. I mean,
Well, it depends on how much I've been drinking.
I mean, like for every
Arcana
shot he has, it goes up 1 point. And
Make
he
it
says that
Arcana.
there's what?
Make it an Arcana check. That will fix it because he has a higher likelihood of succeeding with it.
Yeah, that's like knowledge of magic, though. This is like a constitution, how hardy is his body. But
right.
I'm giving him advantage because he's been an alcoholic.
How about this? How about you combine the two? When he takes a drink, he makes a con, and if he fails, the DC goes up. If he passes the con, the DC stays the
He
same.
manages.
And
to
then,
maintain.
and then when he goes to cast a spell, that's the Arcana check. So you do a combination. He takes a drink, Constitution.
So
check.
it's a cumulative save based on how strong his constitution towards alcohol is, but it's his knowledge of magic that gets him through the drunkenness.
yeah. So
Sometimes.
think about it. We don't have to decide now.
Yeah,
Like a drunk who's like
It's
very
something-
good at darts.
I think it can be simplified.
Right.
Yeah, because
I
I
think.
play
bell
pool
curve.
with wasted
Yeah, it's bell
people
curve.
that are hella good.
Yeah,
Like,
pretty.
they will-
Yeah, just what you just did right there, right? Yeah. So it's kind of like, I would say that, like a simplified way to do it is like, if you just consider, like, we'll just use a D20 as like the guide. 1 to 20 is the range, right? So like 10 drinks in, I should be hitting my stride.
Well, a 15 is considered a medium difficulty.
Right, so you have to keep in mind like 5th edition sort of bounded accuracy mechanic, which
20
is
would be
like
hard. But his constant. Do you have a con mod?
Well, yeah, my
a wizard?
constitution is 14. I made my constitution high because I'm a drunk.
mean, modifiers
That's
though.
Yeah.
It's +2, yeah.
So his +2 is better than most wizards.
yeah. Same with me actually because I'm a rock gnome. So
I took a
like,
low wisdom
I got a
actually
little-
because I'm a drunk. Makes sense.
Should we go off stream?
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everybody. Have a good night.
Everybody.
We're lawyering over here.
That's a little behind the scenes. All right. See you, everybody.